I thought it was. Oh, it's a voice call. I see.
Oh.
No longer. It's a voice call no longer. Dun, 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 dun. What up, everyone? Welcome to the show. Massive Strike, week number 2. I am incredibly excited.
Now I'm going to get on the... Oh, hang on a minute. I'm going to get the... I did get the soundtracks last time, didn't I? Hang on. I'm going to quickly pop to us. Commentator cam incoming.
Yeah, I will be louder than Jake. So if Jake turns me down, it'll probably even us out a little bit.
Yes, I can do that, no problem. I'm just trying to... There you are.
How do I like my tea? How do I take my tea? I mean, it really is dependent on the tea. If it's English breakfast tea, it's 1 sugar and some milk. If it's chai tea, no sugar and a little bit of milk, because chai with a little bit of milk is actually quite nice because it's similar to a chai latte, but obviously chai latte is like next level. If it's lapsang, just straight up by itself, nothing added, just water, hot water. Lapsang is really nice, but super intense. Also, I cannot believe Passport Scorpion actually made it in as an emote. I thought you were joking.
What do you mean you can't believe it? I consider it very believable.
I think it's going to be the unofficial mascot of Massive Strike, isn't it? Because I guarantee Mercer's going to get far again. Once you don't have milk with a bit of tea, you're fine. Oh, I mean, it depends on the tea. Very much so. I grew up having milk with tea. I grew up having tea a lot sweeter a lot sweeter and milkier at a young age, and then the older you get, the more you I guess it's an age thing or taste buds or whatever it is, but now I prefer a stronger tea with only a little bit of sugar. I don't like completely sugarless tea, but...
All right. Sorry for this, guys. I'm just making sure that we're all good to go.
Oh, yeah, I got to bring up that Smash GG. Oh, my God.
Oh, I have to change... I have to change the... I have to change the bracket in chat is still set to the...
old one.
Week 1, yes. I have to get the week 2 bracket. Let me quickly do that.
There's so much to go through for Smash GG. There's so much to go through on an online tournament basis that it's so easy to like accidentally forget one thing. But thankfully this week, the best of 5 should, fingers crossed, be on every pool straight off the get-go. So we're not going to have the unfortunate troubles that we had last week. But keep everything crossed. I mean, we both type fast because it's always been, we've been very computer focused growing up, and
it's a nice way of saying we're huge nerds.
I mean, I used to work in a lot of my work has involved typing. I used to be a games tester, so you're writing up things all the time, right? It's like turbo hands.
Okay, so this should be it. Let me get on yonder stream elements.
Yo, chat. If we get Mercer on stream, you know that I want that Scorpion spammed, like next level spammed.
Right, we're good to go. We're on we're on the right screen now, so we're good there. Right, let me just change this channel. You guys can hear this creepy ass PS4 theme that I have.
PS4 theme?
Yeah, it's the Little Nightmares one.
Oh, I can hear it. Yeah. Oh, ominous. Ominous.
Right, chat commands, bracket. Bracket can do. There we go.
It still says week 1 for now.
Yeah, I'm doing it now, idiot.
Sorry, I heard bracket and then I saw bracket.
Yeah, I'm speaking out loud. I'm doing that.
I want to say we got 186 people for week 2.
Yeah, it was 190, but a couple of people had to be removed because they were being naughty and were not from EU or CIS.
Oh, really?
Yes, indeed.
Some people tried to be, sneaky.
Hey, to be fair, a couple of people I had to reach out to and ask, you do know this is EU and CIS, right? And they were like, oh, sorry, no, I didn't. And whether they were telling the truth or not, at least they weren't
No, I don't believe them.
At least they responded, you know what I mean?
The specific reason I do not believe them is because we say absolutely everywhere. It is in the rules, it is in every video, it is on every stream. There is no way you don't know. There's no way, sorry.
Right, well, guys, as you can see as well, boom, Matcherino. We have a crowdfunding component to Massive Strike. For those of you that aren't aware, that have been living under a rock or haven't seen the stream, I guess. If you go to Matcherino, our command in chat, you can add to our community prize pot, which is currently over $1,000 on Matcherino, in addition to the £1,000 that Ketchup and I are providing ourselves. So if you want to help support this and make it as big as it is, or can possibly be, for our European and CIS friends in the finals, then support the Matcherino. There will be ways of supporting it as well without directly spending money as well, which is interesting. It's all in the name of getting a good show. And Trigger, thank you for the resub, my dude. Thank you very much. Welcome back.
Yo, Trigger, what's up, man? Hope you're staying safe and all that good stuff. Man, I need my cup of tea. It's too far away. I'm gonna move it closer.
I have a can of Pepsi. That's what I've got. Right. So, I don't believe we have a stream queue yet. I know you did that last week. But do we have any games up and coming? Apen, thank you for the tier 1 subscription.
Well, we haven't hit 2 p.m. yet, so we don't know. Once we hit 2 p.m. and everything becomes live, we can see what's going on.
Okay. Right, I'm just quickly updating admins on the exact games that we want held.
Lovely. What up, Genki? Hey, thanks so much, man. It's like I said, like Massive Strike. It's the entire purpose is to try and give Europe and CIS that kind of like Colosseum style experience. You know what I mean? So that's the entire thing. Jake, shall I create a room while you're doing all that? Shall I make a room?
Massive Strike should already be made.
Oh,
Oh no, hang on, no, I got kicked off the internet, so I had to retry.
Oh, I see.
So
Dafty, bro, I miss hyper combo so much. I don't play old school. I haven't used my fight stick since Isolation.
Yeah,
because I only use it for all the old games that hyper combo.
Yeah, my bad, Magic T. I had the room made, but then my console kicked me off the internet. So
am I making it, or are you?
I'm doing it right now.
All right, nice.
Can you have a quick look for some stream queue games, Ryan, so we know what's coming up with
yeah,
Ben?
but are the brackets aren't live, right? Or are they live now?
They've been live for an hour.
Oh, okay. You can tell I don't do the back end stuff here.
Ryan just rocks up and talks some shit.
All right. Well, I mean, all we need is 1 or 2 lined up like round ones. But even then, I think we should have round 2 games almost immediately.
But I would
so
like them ASAP. So if you can get on that, that'd be
yeah,
great.
I'm looking.
Massive Strike room is made on PS4, my dudes. So you can join.
I need good round 1 games.
Right, so just so you guys are aware, the idea for today game-wise is we're going to be spending as little time on pools as possible. So we're going to get winners finals of pools as much as we can if we can help it. Winners top 16, as much of losers top 16, top 8 qualifiers as we can, and then all of top 8. Because last week, we did get the whole tournament done from start to finish, all in all, in about 10 hours, which is not terrible, but it's still a bit on the long side. We do, obviously we want to be thinking of our CIS, Russian, and Eastern European players.
Because we missed Mr. Miski last week, and Thorant I can see in the chat, should we have Mr. Miski and Thorant first on stream?
Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Just make just make sure that you're keeping admins in the loop.
Yeah. Let me. Oh god, we need an admin chat. Oh no, there is one.
There is an admin chat. You're in it.
Yo, Ryan. Pay attention, dude.
I mean, Jay, you have
to say it in front of the stream and everything.
You have no.
Enough, they won't hear me.
You have no idea how many Discord notifications I have.
And now you're part of one more.
And now I am dealing with the setbacks. Let me check the rooms. Hey, there is a Massive Strike room. Here we are.
Right. So, welcome everyone, one and all, to Massive Strike Week 2. We should be moments away from getting our first game up and running. I'll keep this introduction brief for those of you that have already seen it, but for those of you that are new, welcome. This is a European/CIS online tournament league done by Ketchup and myself with crowdfunding community support, and it's all about giving these parts of the world as much of a competitive outlet to play regularly for as much money as we can raise as possible. Week 1 has already happened. The general format is a tournament each week where the top 3 of last week qualified for our 4th week, which is our finals. This week, today, top 3 will be joining last week's top 3, who were, just to reiterate, Video Games Yo, Josh TQ, and Do Basic were our top 3 last week, so they have already secured themselves a spot in our weekly finals, which will be in about 2 weeks' time, which will be an 8-man bracket made up of the winners of the previous weeks. Today, top 3 will join the existing 3 that have qualified, and next week the top 2 will finish things off into an 8-man double elimination bracket where they will play for guaranteed money in what is currently over a $2,000 prize pot, made up of $1,000 at least, which has been made by our community due to last week's push, and £1,000 additionally to that, which is provided by Ketchup and myself personally. So we have outlets for you guys watching. Matcherino right here. We have a command in chat. If you want to add to that prize pot and help these top level players from this part of the world play for as much as possible and make as big a spectacle of it as possible, that is how you can do it. But we have a tournament to get through, don't we?
Yes, we do. I believe. Hey, Mr. Miski, you're in chat as well. Because we didn't quite get to see you last week, I've actually found your match this week. And you versus Thorant is the first match on stream. Admin should be chatting with you soon if they haven't done already. Thorant is already in the Massive Strike lobby that has been created for PS4. So get in here, Miski, and we'll get your first match on the way.
All right, of course, I want to say before we get too into this tournament, for those of you playing and entering that are watching the stream right now, we have our admins again. We have MQS and Miss Jimmy on standby. They will be helping people out all day and helping you guys get through. So please make sure you're reporting your scores to them. I cannot stress this enough. Keep an eye on your Smash GG chat because there is a built-in chat within Smash GG. Absolutely keep an eye on your Smash GG chat, your PSN messages, and if you have one, your Discord. You have to be paying as much attention as possible to whatever method your opponent might be trying to contact you. When you win your games, take a screenshot, get a shot of that winning lobby so you have proof of your scores. So if anyone tries to be a little bit cheeky and report a fake score, you obviously have evidence to prove that the score was the way that it was. Please do be patient. We only have 2 admins and there's a lot of people. We have just shy of 200 entrants today. We will do our best to make this as smooth sailing as possible. We're feeling good about it. We're feeling confident. We have some absolutely incredible players signed up today, so you're guaranteed a good show once we get the ball rolling. And of course there will be restreams as well, most likely in Russian languages. Also shoutouts to like Magic T and Do Basic, who I'm sure will be doing stuff like that too. But I cannot stress enough to players, please, if you're playing on stream, join the Massive Strike PS4 room. We have it open. It is by far the easiest way that we can get streamed. Yeah,
we're waiting.
Absolutely the best way of getting streamed games done as fast as possible is for you to join the Massive Strike stream room. And if you are playing, just again, make sure you are paying as close attention as possible to your Smash GG chat, your PSN messages, and if you have one, your Discord chat. If your players and your opponents are trying to get in touch with you and things begin to get a little bit on the long side and you've been waiting for a while, there's a good chance your opponent is trying to contact you and is thinking the same thing about you as, oh, why is this guy not getting in touch with me? Make sure you're keeping an eye on those chats because that is the most important thing for things to run smoothly. Make sure you're trying to check in, and if you've got any questions, send it to our admins who can be reached via Smash GG or Discord.
Miski is here, which means that we can begin our first streamed matchup.
Yes! Let's get it underway, shall we? Let's do it! Massive Strike Week 2 begins now.
I'm going to keep everything crossed. It was very much PND tech support for week 1.
Oh, and I've already challenged a 1v1 instead of a King of the Hill.
Idiot!
Uh-oh.
Idiot! Thank you very much, Crazy Fingers, for the host, mate. Hopefully you had a good stream and all that good stuff if you had a stream. Cheers for your support, mate. Oh, I'm excited to get stuck in. The entire purpose of today is that we really want to try and see if we can get it a bit more streamlined than it was last week. We always knew that week 1 there was going to be teething problems, like we'd never done an online league before. organization-wise anyway. Like, we've commentated stuff, but normally all the back-end stuff is handled by admins. And that's honestly, for me, actually why admin and behind-the-scenes work does not get enough praise, because it's a lot of work. People like Aquaman doing it now, like almost single-handedly, is crazy to me. But I go a shout-outs to Mr. Aquaman for his Coliseum. Shout-outs to Shauna as well, actually, for absolutely killing it on the mic last night. EU folks, the invasion.
Yeah, and the good thing about this week is I can have the in-game music because I'm on Emma's PS4, which isn't dying.
I do prefer classic
The
MP
Matter,
music.
thank you for gifting a sub, of course. And right, we are good to go. Thorrent, Mr. Miski, take it away, boys. We are good to go.
We did not get the chance to watch Miski last week. Miski did actually send me a little. I'd forgotten all about it, but he was kind enough to message me with a little. Sorry, I wasn't there, man. My bad. And I thought I saw his name in the bracket this week and thought, hang on a minute, this is the opportunity to do what did not happen in week 1 and week 2. We get to see Miski.
That Darth Armor, I spy in chat.
Welcome, Armor. What's up, man? Themata, thank you for the gifted sub too, Mr. Miski. Maybe it's going to give Miski the strength to win. But Miski, I do remember Miski from the Mortal Kombat X days. Had a pretty mean Lasher Takeda. Had the privilege of fighting him in tournament, actually, funnily enough, a long time ago.
Oh, the Jarek skin!
It is the Jarek skin.
It's the Jarek skin! Okay, immediately. And he's playing Ratbag. I immediately want Thorrent to win. 100%. I am super biased. I'm not even going to be ashamed.
You're going to be biased.
He's playing Ratbag. He's got the Jarek shader on.
We get to see some of that mean Cabal. I mean, this is a Black Dragon match.
This literally is. Oh, and that vibrant green. Yo, Cabal has some of the best looks in this game, like by far.
Business, not personal.
Well, looks like we're getting stuck in record time for our first matchup of the day. Let's go. Massive strike. Week number 2. Thorat versus Mr. Miski. But this kind of matchup, I mean, you play both these characters, Jake. What do you make of this matchup?
It's actually a little bit funky. The biggest problem that you have on the ground is Cabal is amazing at whip punishing, and Kano has to commit quite, especially in Ratbag. Ratbag is probably the most reliant on forward 1 of any of the variations. Cabal is one of the characters that it can be a bit tricky to jail forward 1 under a lot of situations. So, like, on the ground, it's hard to kind of overcommit and get whip punished, or you'll get tagged. Obviously, everything Cabal does is safe, and they both have a similar mind game around strong up 2s. But the big thing is everything Kano does has an element of risk to a degree. Cabal punishes Optic Blast really well from a lot of ranges, where at the same time, it's kind of hard to punish these swords. It's a little bit tricky neutral to play, but you can... obviously, you can trade favorably if you do hit the mid projectile because it knocks down, but the grounded game is what's difficult, and the grounded game is what Cabal really thrives on. Oh, whip punish!
Oh, whipping a lot of these down 2s. That's unfortunate.
Just so you guys know in chat, I know there are people asking about DQs. We have adjusted the DQ timers this week compared to last week, so it's automatic. And there we go, the crushing blow. Immediately back into this historically. Has that fatal blow, tries to go for a Kano ball, but isn't going to quite work out. Goes for the unbreakable there. But to players in chat, I hate to interrupt the game, but the DQ timers will be a little bit different than last week. So I believe at I think it's like 20 minutes each round, the timers will automatically DQ people. So if you're waiting for a round 1 game, in about 10 minutes from now, those first round matches should be DQing themselves to no-shows.
Is it first to 3?
Yes, first to 3. It is first to 3 all the way through. We have absolutely made 100% sure that is sorted out this week. It is all first to 3. From start to finish, first to 3. This is what it should have been last week. The only reason a couple of matches last week were not was because of an error on our part. It is all first to 3.
Ooh. Shout outs to Darth Armor. Hopefully you had a good birthday, mate.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Happy
belated birthday to Armor, dude.
Shout outs to Josh TQ in chat, one of our first qualified players for Massive Strike. Here to tune in. But that first round, actually, that first game ended in quite an unfortunate manner, I suppose.
I mean, it's the nature of Kano, right? Like, Kano Ball is one of those moves that, as a Kano player, you feel constant urge to just... Maybe the Kano Ball will work here, you know what I mean?
Supposedly, a pool has all DQs, Jake.
Okay, hang on a minute.
I don't understand what's going on there. We'll have to double check. You try and fix one problem and another problem emerges. I mean, all DQ'd. It's 12 minutes past 2, so I don't know what's happened there. It's gone 12. I mean, it's 12 minutes past 2, and if the DQ time is 10 minutes after the tournament begins, I mean, clearly something's happened there.
Hang on 1 second. I mean, there was always a chance that people just didn't show up.
I mean, an entire pool not showing up though. I doubt it.
I mean, it happens. We can look at. I'm asking the admins now. And we can look into it, but it does happen. What was the pool? Was it a pool
A4 according to Orp. Shoutouts to Orp, by the way. Thank you for letting us know. If there are any issues, guys, obviously we do prefer that everyone contact admins on their socials or on Smash GG. There are chats for that. But if there is something that desperately needs bringing up, by all means, yeah, mention it to us in chat. But don't obviously too much of it in chat can risk getting lost. But for stuff like that,
so,
always let us know.
like admins are 1000% the preferable ones to bring it to because they can deal with it off stream. But obviously don't hesitate to bring stuff up. And there it is. There's the punish on that point blank optic blast. That's one of the biggest things this matchup is of Ratbag is it's the trade-off, right? Like you get the ability to launch off everything. You get really sizable damage off of like every touch, like anti-airs, air-to-airs, conversions, but you lose this like the I suppose more traditional safety of knife. I know knife isn't safe all the time, but it is a damn sight safer than the optic blast for sure. But I want to say as well, guys, remember, I'm not sure exactly what has resulted in DQs, but remember, you still have to check into your games. If you aren't checking in, you will get DQ'd. You have to check in, so make sure you are checking if you can check in or not. Oh, he went for the optimal ender. Oh, the counter poke! Oh,
hell
down
yeah.
one fatal blow, the forbidden tech.
Optic blast. Isn't that Cyclops' move in Marvel vs. Capcom? I'm sure he's got a move called that.
Oh, I have no idea.
know.
Oh, he planted himself a Kano tree.
He will sprout into a mini Jarix.
Cassie is buns, bruh. Might have to time you out for that disrespectful comment.
Now bear my Arctic Blast.
Oh no.
That's what. Just like the worst voice acting
That's what
compilation.
you should have done in the beginning.
Yeah, dude, it's that little breath that the microphone still picks up, man. It's the that's what you should have done in the beginning.
Cabal.
You know, I really, of all the games, one of the streams I'd love to do is... One of the streams I'd love to do... Thorant's going in for a character change, by the way. We're going from Jarek to Geras. But I really want to do a stream where I play through... not play through, but I lab, like, the old X-Men versus Street Fighter, just so I can learn, like, a bunch of Sabretooth Infinites.
I've always thought the same, but like this is probably gonna sound super, you know, controversial opinion. But out of all the Marvel stuff, X-Men was never really my bag. Like I liked X-Men, I liked the animated series, I liked Evolution, I liked the movies when I was younger, but I was never that into the X-Men characters as much. But the characters I was into were MK, and right now we got that Cabal, Mr. Miski. This pressure, clean pressure, that standing 2, plus frames being respected into the grab. I must say, Mr. Miski is playing really solid so far. Thorant is just getting completely overwhelmed. On the game, yes, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Sorry, dude, we're in the middle of commentary. Didn't mean to glance over it. Thank you very much for the sub, man.
It's just to let everyone know, it does appear that we have had some of the classic kind of first round DQs coming out in quite
actually, I want to comment on that immediately. This was a free to enter online tournament. There's obviously the chance that people will enter for the sake of it and no show. Our admins are looking into it, but it is looking like a lot of people are just straight up like legitimate no shows. So don't see a lot of DQs and think, oh, the bot has automatically screwed people over. It's actually more likely that a lot of players genuinely have just no-showed and they've been DQ'd by the timer.
Which is a very common practice in the world of online tournaments, actually.
Free to enter online tournaments specifically.
I was genuinely shocked that we had like that many people in week 1 not DQ'd, because it's normally like guaranteed that will happen. Uh-oh, neck chop. Serious Hitman is a Raiden player. Oh, dude, Serious Hitman had a mean Raiden in MKX too. I remember playing against him.
And Injustice as well, right?
3-0.
Yeah, it is, Mr. Miski. That clean 3-0. The wake-up buttons, and to confirm, Cabal, I think Cabal gets a bigger bang off wake-up buttons than a lot of characters in this game. Because there's like no gaps, it's all safe, very simple to confirm. And Miski taking full advantage and running away with a 3-0 to start things off. And a fatality, thank you. Finally someone's doing them.
disrespectful. Anyway, the character. I mean, Cabal just feels like a really solid tournament character, right? It's all about range, and you can kind of see. I don't want to say you can see like Takeda elements with Cabal, but if you're a kind of player that likes like really nice, solid, grounded range buttons, like kind of Cabal has a lot of decent buttons that you can throw out.
Do we have
which is similar to a Takeda?
Do we have a stream queue, Ryan, like we did last week?
Well, we're going into our next matchups. Mirko versus Punisher.
What are they though? That's what I'm saying.
This
is what the stream queue is for, so we know which is which.
I haven't got the stream queue on me. I believe that's
well. I tell you what. So there may be a smaller delay getting into our second game, but we're going to try and get the stream queue up and running, so we know who's playing, we know who's what. I'm going to open up the brackets.
Let's see what's there. Let's bring it up. What have we got
so
next?
we would like a round 2 game right now because round 2 is all playing. We have.
I don't have permission. Oh, I don't have permission for it, so I'm gonna have to do that stream queue thing is gonna have to be your shtick.
I can make you an admin right now. Let me find it. What is your Smash GG name?
Should just be PNDK&M. Let me have a look.
Hang on, I can add you as an admin right now. I need the exacts.
PND space Ketchup.
Okay, I see it. Sector picture?
Yeah.
Right, I got you. I've given you admin rights.
Right.
You just have to confirm them because it's pending.
Sure. Oh, I see it. I can see it. Let me accept. I accept the honor.
Wired 250 MS. What's up, Fabs? Is it normal if someone has 250 ping against you? No, it's not. Who are you against?
Who are you against? Normally, ping like that is a dead giveaway that someone may not be from the territory that Massive Strike is locked into.
Yeah, if you're getting 250 ping with someone in Europe or CIS, that's not right. Where are you from, Fabs? Where do you live? I know you're Europe. Remember, guys, Massive Strike is for EU and CIS only for a reason. If you are trying to enter from regions you do not belong, you will be DQ'd.
Magic T, Falcon has actually DQ'd himself, or at least requested to be DQ'd.
Oh, has he?
Yes, let me mention that.
Why are all these UK boys doing this?
I don't know.
You want to know what?
I mean,
who is your opponent, Fabs? Who's your opponent?
Right, now can I actually see the stream queue now? What up next? Accept.
Nitras. I recognize that name. I'm not sure. I mean, like, if the thing is, Fabs, in this kind of situation, if you're 1 game up, if you want to dispute the connection, raise it with an admin right now. Because if you continue to play the set, now you've acknowledged to us that it's 250 MS, yet you continue to play it.
There's nothing we can do.
He's Russian. He's Russian and has a bad ping for some reason. Okay, well, if he is Russian, there's not much we can do about it. If the ping gets unplayable though, then that's where you can. Because if it is him and not you, that's where you can raise it with an admin. And if it's unplayable and is like straight up just, this is not a competitive connection.
Wait, Itras, that name rings a bell. I believe he is Russian.
Yes.
If
he is a known Russian player and does have a bad ping, then. If it's unplayable to you, raise it with an admin, do various tests to see which of the 2 of you is responsible for it, and if it is him, then we'll see what we can do. Obviously, there's no promises. It's an online tournament. Connections are always going to be a thing. I do apologize, but it's the nature of online events, right? Sometimes it's just people just don't have great internet. With banned Wi-Fi, we're doing the best we can to mitigate connection problems, but there's only so much we can do.
Do we have our next match?
I'm asking you, who's the next match? You said have you got a stream queue?
Any. I mean, I've got the stream queue, but there's no set matches here.
Right.
Like, this early on, it doesn't matter. Anyone.
All right.
Anyone that's here able to play. Because like we should only really be this picky when it comes to winners finals territory in that. Because like right now we just gotta get it through.
Well, the whole point of the stream queue is we're not picking games that have already started.
Yeah, I know, but it's like.
Okay, let's have a look. All right, round 2. Any good round 2 games? I see. There's Nivek here. We have. Right, who has a pool that we haven't seen? Oh, Boki! Has Boki started playing yet?
If Boki hasn't started, I'd like to get Boki on.
Okay, has
Boki
Boki versus the Goblin? Has Boki started playing yet?
I don't know.
Boki and the Goblin, have you guys started playing? Because there is a chance these guys have actually started playing.
Yeah, I mean, because Boki was waiting. Boki had the sort of buy round, so it's likely he might just wanted to go straight in, which is fine. Totally fair enough.
All right.
If
Boki and Goblin, yeah.
I'll start from the bottom. I'll actually start from the bottom, and we'll have a look. Oh, Zorro's a DQ as well.
Yeah, Zorro DQ'd himself as well.
Bloody hell.
I don't know what's going on. Why so many people are
DQ'd
themselves.
There's only one more qualified week left, lads. Like, okay. Quark versus...
Does the tournament always start this early on weekdays? Yes, because we're doing the whole thing in one day. And if we start at 2 p.m., which is, by the way, not that early, it's like mid-afternoon, we can get through the whole thing in one day without having to keep our Russian players up until 2 in the morning.
Plus, a lot of the world is stuck in isolation, so it's not exactly like it matters. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Sorry.
Does it matter if you report the wrong character? Not really. Only if you want accurate character representation. Obviously, we'd like you to get the right one, so you're not giving people fake information on purpose. But it's early if you still have to work. I mean, there's only so much we can do, dude. We couldn't pick weekends. Us ourselves are not available many days of the week. Like, I understand it's not going to be ideal for everyone, but there's just physically no way we can appeal to everyone. It just isn't a possibility.
Nope. I'm too busy on weekends. I'm far too busy on weekends, and if we start later, we're going to be...
Too many talk? Yeah, we're trying to get a game underway, my dude.
We're setting up matches. We're getting matches in the stream queue.
We could sit here in complete silence if you want.
All right, no, we'll do that. No, Jake, we'll do that. We'll do that.
All right. I can't zoom in, so I've got the next best thing.
I'm going to go see what you're doing. Hang on.
See, you'll notice we're not talking, but because we're still waiting for games, it's not actually making the tournament move faster. Who'd have thunk, Ryan? Who'd have thunk? This is how it works.
Let me, Oh, that's too far. I mean to go, I mean to zoom out.
You've gone too far beyond. All right, okay. Mirko versus Punisher, I think, is yet to go. Mirko and Punisher, are you guys in chat?
Jay, you know what that is? Even on our own tournament, we cannot... Even in our own tournament, we cannot escape the... I wish these commentators would just stop talking so we can start the damn games already. Yeah, we finished our little chitty chat. It's not like we're waiting for people. It's not like we're waiting for a match, is it? We're just waiting for us to finish our pleasant little conversation.
Hey, man, it's all right. Give us blood. Fight. Round 1. We've had round 1. We're waiting for round 2. Come on, bro. Keep up.
He's trying to simulate a real match that we can commentate in Twitch chat, I think. Scorpion gets...
I ain't doing that.
Ugh. Right. What? Generally, though, do we have any matches lined up?
I'm getting the stream queue. I believe we have Punisher versus Mirko. But I am waiting.
Ban.
When is my man Magic T playing? I don't know. At some point, presumably. That's my analysis. They will play eventually. Okay, let's have a look. So, Mirko, here we go.
What is the hold up, though? We are in the process of trying to set up a stream queue of our matches, but a lot of people are already playing. So obviously we don't want to get in the way of their sets. So the nature of it's quite hard to find early matches because so many people are playing, basically. All
right, so do we have either Goblin versus Boki or Mirko versus Punisher? Like, are
haven't
any of
really
you guys around? Don't mind, no one's in the chat.
They won't be in the chat because they're playing.
But if they're still playing, then we shouldn't be waiting for them from stream. Who is currently not playing? I'm looking through all the rounds, and this is why you need a stream queue set up beforehand, by the way, because then these matches are held and they don't just all play through. Okay, Goblin and Boki have already played. Right, okay, so that's off the cards.
I'd say Azerbaijan, hold in the stream queue, Azerbaijan versus the winner of Shauna or Nugi. However, I believe that's actually already in the stream queue.
Punisher, have you played Mirko yet? Punisher, have you played Mirko? Because if not, we'll get you versus Mirko right now.
Azdamasa versus Aladar, has that happened yet? I think that's set up. Doesn't like it's begun.
I will go with whatever's available at this point.
Looks to me like Azdamasa versus Aladar might be ready.
Okay,
but
Punisher, you are in the room. Have you played Mirko yet? That's all I need to know. Have you played Mirko yet?
Yeah, because we haven't seen Mirko yet, have we?
No, we have not.
I believe Asadamasa versus Aladar is going on, is yet to happen. It looks like.
You're in the room. Okay, no.
Have you played Mirko, though?
Have you played Mirko yet? Not yet.
Not
okay.
yet.
Then
bring
Mirko in. We have to get Mirko in. Where is Mirko?
Where is Mirko? Where is Mirko? Bring him in. Bring him in here. Please stop spamming commentary. Okay, wait. Hang on. All right. Back to it. No, not really. It's not going to happen, I promise.
Right. The second we get Mirko. So, see, chat, now it's officially Mirko's fault. We now have someone to blame. Damn it, Mirko. Why you got to hold us up?
It's Mirko's fault, and he doesn't even know it. Has he played a match already? Has he played a match already there, or is he just? Is he not in?
No, this is his first game. He was seeded.
Will you guys? Mirko can't play.
Ah! Ah! Who will get the blame this time? We will. We will. Who is ready to commentate? Who can't commentate a fucking game? We can't.
We can't.
We can't.
We can't. Next it will be Astro the Master. Will he get top 8 today? Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Fuck's sake. All right.
Europe.
Who's next?
We're trying our hardest.
Tell me who
EU,
next.
and you're fucking killing us, mate. You're killing us. You're killing us. You're Europe.
Okay.
Europe.
Asadamasa and Aladar.
Europe.
Asadamasa and Aladar. Are you guys ready?
You're embarrassing me in front of my Twitch audience.
It's been like 45 minutes and we've already lost it.
We were off to a great start. We were off to a great start. A flying start, Jake.
All
we were off to a flying start.
Asadamasa and Aladar. You guys, you've won the lottery. You're on stream.
No, Aladar can't play, guys. He can't play.
Oh, to be fair, someone in chat, like all jokes aside, someone in chat did propose that due to lockdown situations, there's a chance that some people maybe got called back into work last minute. So
very true.
If that happened last minute, then obviously more than fair enough.
No, I mean I jest, man. It's like if we don't laugh about this situation, we'll cry. You know what
Aladar,
I mean?
Aladar's here. Ryan, we can do it.
I'm ready.
Where's Asadamasa? Was here. Right, Asadamasa, the second you get in the room, we can progress, my dude. Get the scientists working on the tube technology immediately. Yo, Mercer's in the room and he's got the same card. Yo, I'm gonna change the scene just to show this.
Oh no.
Yeah, check him out.
Do you still have it? Oh hell yeah, Mercer's here.
Right, Asadamasa, please join the room. Please join the Massive Strike room and we will start.
This is going to be another 9-hour stream.
Actually, it won't, because while we're waiting, there are hella matches going on. So matches are actually progressing quite fast. Where is Asadamasa? Asadamasa, are you in the room? The Massive Strike room on PS4. Remember, guys, if you're playing on stream, please join the Massive Strike lobby. Oh, thank you very much, Mematim. That makes one of us.
I mean, it's worth mentioning, guys, of course, for those aware, and I don't know what it's like for other countries, but, you know, things like the UK, for example, we had a sort of talk yesterday, I believe it was. I can't remember
Invite's
exactly
going
what.
out, by the way, so make sure it's AFK when you're in.
Yeah, sure. But, you know, the UK was addressed. Lockdown rules are being adjusted. So I can assume a lot of people are being now called back into work, kind of like last minute. The nature of having this on a Monday. The reality is, it's a really, I mean, there's no two ways about it. It's a shit situation for everyone. But in regards to massive strike, there's not really much we can do because I can never do weekends.
We're all
I
in.
can't.
Yes.
I'm always mad busy on weekends, and other days in the evening we can't do either because these tournaments will go on until, you know, like 5 in the morning if we do it later. So it's kind of like this really is the only way we can realistically do it, which is unfortunate. Where is Foxy? I will break him. That's some trash talk.
You get the chance to do it next week. Apparently he's entering, is what I heard.
Oh. Uh-oh, Foxy's in chat.
He's seen it now. Uh-oh.
Curious to see if he replies, actually. Now Foxy's in chat.
This hasn't started yet. It has. The tournament has gone through 2 rounds have completed. This should be we should have a round 3 game ready after this. All right, Asadamata versus Aladar. Aladar is a Baraka player we saw really bring it to VGY last week, but looks like he's going in for Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage still looking to be like one of the picks to go for against Cetrion. Asadamata, of course, Cetrion extraordinaire. I'd be very surprised if we see anything different. Yo! Chris Seg, are you serious? Chris Seg, dropping in with a 10 gifted sub bomb. Thank you so much, man. Sorry that our alerts aren't turned on. We don't have them on for online tournaments just so it doesn't get a bit spammy. But honestly, thank you so much, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you and yours generally are doing all right, man. Through these crazy ass times. Thanks, man.
Much appreciated. By the way, the big thing is actually Aladar is going in with Johnny Cage this time. So just play more character.
Yeah, I was saying before, he obviously brought the Baraka last time, but Johnny Cage just, I mean, when you know you're against Asadamata, you know you have a Cetrion to be prepared for. So I can only imagine there is elements of just wanting to make sure.
It's not only that too, it's the fact that it's not just that, it's the fact that Asadamasa is quite possibly, I think, the driest Cetrion that we have in the whole community. Like, Asadamasa is not afraid to have an entire game of projectiles, but it's all about, like, he's one of those players that he doesn't care if you like it or not. It works for him, and he's going to do it. I mean, let's look at this round, right? Johnny Cage, a character that you can often see can compete quite nicely against Cetrion, but right now, struggling a little bit to get through the Hell's Wrath. But strong round 1. Very strong round 1.
I just realized as well that, like, the overlay's not completely blocking the health bars, but it's a little tough to see round 2. But you can see round 1, so I think it's okay. I think we'll just leave it as it is.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't think the health bars are lowered properly, but it's not really blocking it completely. It's just not the same as it was last week. But last week I always felt there was a bit of too long of a gap, so not really sure. No, Aquaman, things are okay so far bracket-wise. Obviously, I don't want to jinx it, but you know, things are okay. So
had a fair few DQs in the first round, as is the nature of online tournaments. But also fair to assume that because it's a Monday and there's been like some last-minute lockdown changes around the world, like we can't really be too mad at people. You don't know what's going on in the real world right now for different people and how they're having to cope with it. So an online tournament might be kind of tricky to work around.
A smart throw. Aladar going for an empty jump. Very common to block after. Asadamata calls out with a throw, and there's the Geyser. Taking a slow and steady game 1 in the style that we know Asadamata is more than happy to do.
Not entirely sure that we're going to see Aladar keep Johnny Cage here. I think he's likely to swap away.
The thing is, if Baraka's the main, this is widely regarded as pretty much Baraka's worst matchup. Cetrion Baraka is not good in any way. His mobility...
Cetrion, someone's worst matchup? You're joking.
I mean, his mobility sucks. His fireball is good, but it doesn't trade favorably against her. Obviously, he out-damages her tenfold, but he never really finds himself in a situation to be able to do it. Especially Marauder, right? Marauder Baraka does not like being kept at arm's reach the whole game, doesn't really have the means to get close beyond things like forward 4, which Cetrion standing 1 with punishes it harder than almost anyone in the game. I think Aladar definitely took a short straw here against one of the premier Cetrion players as a Baraka main. But it happens, right? It happens.
I can't get over that Twitch comment. Wow, suck skill.
Yo, I wish I had suck skill in MK11. I just have no skill.
Fuck
I'd rather
the
suck
fucking
skill
world,
than no skill.
and my new band is called Suck Skill.
That is great. Oh, okay. There's attack. Oh, but no confirm. Oh, Aladar coming to the nut
No
punch.
fear. No fear. All right. There's that combo. Breakaway forced. Johnny Cage in the corner when you've got no breakaway is kind of miserable. And the immediate disrespect on those plus
I mean,
frames.
there is that kind of MK11 corner pressure, right? Where you do corner pressure, but not point blank. You do it at kind of like jump to sweep distance because you want to cover the rolls, you want to cover wake up jump, you want wake up buttons to whiff, and he's one of the absolute best in the game at just keeping you there. But of course, Asadamasa, he's been teleporting out of the corner since launch, and he's not going to stop doing it now. Although almost corner to corner on block. Oh, there's the crushing blow. Asadamasa finds himself immediately back in the game now. Has that fatal blow ready. Fishes for it. If that connected, it wouldn't have been death, but it would have been one-touch kill territory.
A little bit late on the punish, though, so the forward three is not going to quite connect. Oh, scary business. This is a bit of a frightening position. Asso being quite risky. The rising star too far away. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, he tries. That was a read. Oh,
That was so
God.
good.
Aladar made the call out. He made the call out on the far teleport, so he did the shadow kick, but Asso did the close one and just squeezed into down one. That was the read used against him, I think. But now this is the opportunity to finally, actually, for pretty much the first time all game, a counter-zoning game coming out from Outtake.
No,
This is one of the main reasons.
No, it's traditionally one of the strongest things in the matchup, but Asadamasa is kind of hovering at the range that you can actually just straight up make the force balls miss entirely. And when he's got the life lead, he has no reason to even try and trade. Asadamasa is playing this matchup really well. You can tell he's used to people trying to pick it against him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're going to be a Cetrion player, you're always going to be... I mean, not only is Johnny Cage a popular character anyway, but Outtake, when it comes to like range and zoning and stuff, it's kind of low maintenance, really. So it's you guarantee he's got a lot of experience for it. Shoutouts to 700 lovely viewers so far, by the way. I feel like we've only just gone live, and there's a whole
we've not
bunch
even
of you
been live an
hopefully
hour.
enjoying this show. It's been a fun time so far. I hope that everyone's enjoying it. Speaking of which, Asadamasa, Aladar probably not enjoying this matchup too much. He is getting zoned out.
That's the style, man. It's what Cetrion is good at. It's what Asadamasa is good at, and he is more than happy to do this for the entire time if necessary. Because it's also more than just zoning, right? We're seeing Aladar. He's trying to find his moment to counter zone with those Outtake force balls. We know Johnny Cage is strong at that, but it's range dependent. They are good projectiles as practically a mid, but there are those ranges that they miss entirely, and that is where Asadamasa is able to really keep himself most of the time. But will we see another 3-0? Will Aladar be able to get another one on the board?
I don't understand people in chat that are trying to trash talk other people in chat, but their typos are savage and kind of really undermining trash talk.
Oh no. I mean, typos are part of the beauty.
That's like when you're trying to roast someone to the next dimension, but then your voice cracks.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we've all been
I
there.
can
We've all been
hear
there,
it,
man.
dude. I can hear it.
Yeah. You want to challenge me? You want to challenge me? Well, guess what? Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. We've all been there, and we've all heard it.
Oh, for sure.
It's happened to the best of us. Dude, my voice cracks horrendously still.
Oh,
to
and
the-
again, another life bar of pure... You know those, like, post-combat league stat screens? I imagine Asadamasa would literally have 100% special moves in this game.
Yep. Has he even used the button yet?
I don't think he's needed to, man. He's playing tower defense.
Asadamasa, more like Asada massive amount of special moves.
Oh, boy. Oh, on the dodge
He
again!
still has not used a single button.
If he wins this with only specials, he is the king.
Subscribe to my only specials.
That doesn't have the quite same ring to it, but I respect it. And there we go,
No,
another
I mean-
one. I actually think Asso is trying to win on just specials. He hasn't done a
He's going-
single normal.
He's walking in to give you the illusion that he's going to press a button, but he has no interest in it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay. Now
Now he
his
might have-
opportunity may have been taken from him.
Oh, button time. Uh-oh. Wall the wake up roll.
The down 4! He did the down 4! And there's a down
All right.
one. Alright, never mind. Not anymore.
The illusion's been broken. But even though Asadamasa hasn't got the life lead anymore, all it takes is one stun, and that's a fatal blow into death. So you've got to be really, really careful. Speaking of which, game over. That's all it takes. That is all it takes when Setron has fatal blow. Asadamasa with a clean and dominant 3-0.
Alright, 3-0.
Ooh.
Another
Game
3-0. Back to back. Asadamasa. He is not messing around at all.
That's what Asadamasa is all about, man. He is a projectile player, and he has been. I mean,
If it ain't
I
broke,
believe.
don't fix it.
I mean, basically, if it works, it's it's not even like it's not like he's against the low tier character in Johnny Cage, right? But the reality is there are loads of different ways you can approach the game, and we have to remind everyone the community prize pot has surpassed $2,000 after week 1. We have got a community matcherino in place, ready to contribute towards. There is a base prize pot of £1,000.
So I tried to make the Matcherino live and accidentally clicked the Scorpion portrait. That's my bad. Sorry. Hang on.
You're so used to it being.
There it is. That was genuinely an accident. I'm sorry. It was meant to be this.
Crazy Gamer versus Anas Bananas. That would actually be a pretty good matchup.
The next one on our stream queue is actually a Sonya mirror between MK Azerbaijan and Nuji.
Okay, we can do that. And then perhaps after that, it depends on our queue, but I actually think Crazy Gamer versus Anas Bananas. Wouldn't that be Devora versus Kotal, right? I'm sure it would.
Probably, but I will say, Ryan, if you want games in the stream queue, you have to tell the admins in the chat so we can know what's going on. Because the admins are following our lead, but if we need games, they'll put games up. And if you want specific games, you got to tell them, just so we're all on the same page.
Oakley. Well, actually, we need to look at also where it is in the bracket, because...
Yeah, because this is... we want to go to the... Ideally, we want to be at the next round with each game, because this is round 3,
exactly.
and it's our 3rd game. So... Azerbaijan and Nuji, are you guys in the room?
Actually, we should do next round of pool matchup. So I'm going to have a look at those and see if we have any of them ready.
Yeah, sure. I actually don't believe so, because we're in the middle of round 3. But yes, but as Ryan was saying, there is a Matcherino link if you want to help us add a prize pot fund towards the finals, which will be taking place in a couple weeks' time for our top 8 players. The !crowdfund in our chat will give you the command to get to Matcherino. You guys have already been incredible and have raised over $1,000, and that is of course in addition to the £1,000 that Ryan and I are adding to it. So we're already looking at over $2,000. So there's plenty to be raised and plenty of time to raise more. If you guys want to make this the biggest spectacle the EU has ever seen in an online space, then let's do everything we can. Thank you very much for your ongoing support, and thanks for hanging out with us, because we have just begun what will be a very, very interesting day of competitive MK11 action. Yes, please play off stream, Anas. Please play off stream, because we're going to be getting Azerbaijan and Nuji.
I've just seen the match afterwards that I would quite like to put in the match I'd like up next is the winner of Serious Hitman versus Desarted versus the winner of Flet versus We Wish. So there's a potential to get Serious Hitman up against Flet on stream, which I would quite like, and that's the next round after this. So by the time it takes us to do this, we can see. We also haven't seen Flet actually on Massive Strike yet.
Yes, please play off stream, Orp.
Trying to remember. I think we were going to see him soon, but we didn't in the end, did we?
It was, but now we're moving on to the next round, so it won't.
And also, anyone playing in your tournament matches, I don't know if anyone is actually watching the stream at the same time. I assume not, because you're probably playing. Always, always, always screenshot your results. Do not allow players to try and pull a sneaky on you and submit their victory. That can sometimes happen in online tournaments. Ooh. And you need proof, right? Just always play it safe. For the sake of these online tournaments, always make sure you are screenshotting your results so that no one tries to be sneaky and submit a win.
Okay, we're good to go. Do you have Matcherino codes? I don't believe we have a code yet. That's what I want to get into in the future weeks. Okay, now Azerbaijan, we could have seen this Sonya mirror, but Azerbaijan, we know he does have a Scorpion. He does bring it out every now and then, and it's going to be his go-to pick against Nuji here, who has that Ring Master.
And actually, yeah. So Azerbaijan, I can only assume maybe he just doesn't like the mirror.
It's more than possible. Maturino links to add. We will get, we'll be looking to add more as of this week. I just wanted to make sure that we were good to go for... My absolute main priority this week was just making sure that the problems we had last week, we didn't have this week. So we weren't as moved forward as I would have liked, but the biggest problems definitely haven't returned, which is the main thing we wanted to avoid. But right now, we have a very competitive round one, and the wake-up roll! Azerbaijan didn't quite a fatal blow, but oh, Nuji, he just committed. He just took the mid-screen 50-50. You have to remember, Sonya, less of a 50-50 machine mid-screen with that low not comboing into anything, but the second she gets fatal blow, it is a true mix-up. Nuji just, he went for it, didn't pay out, and the breakaway's already been forced. Oh, the tick throw! Scorpion getting so much more options on stages he can grab from it. Legitimately super scary.
Definitely need to point out that the 2 separate times now we have seen the energy ring amplify used, that twice Azerbaijan has tried to amplify teleport through it, so he knows the tech. Maybe he thinks that Scorpion does. Maybe he thinks Scorpion does well versus Sonya. You know, so instead of playing the mirror, play a character that beats your own character, or at least in your opinion, fights it well. Searing Rage is going to give that massive access to damage. Uh-oh. And there's no breakaway ready. That's going to be game 1 going in the favor of Azerbaijan, who we might not even see use Sonya in the course of the entire set. Oh, yeah.
Did you not AFK?
Yeah, I was handling I was doing an admin thing in chat.
That is totally cool. Although we have got reports as well, guys, that someone has been caught playing on Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Make sure we ain't doing that, please.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. If you're caught playing on Wi-Fi, I mean, you're out. You gotta prove that you've got a wide connection.
Wire up, my dudes.
Sonya, Scorpion.
Still though, Scorpion, the pick paying off. Azerbaijan. And we get Bone Temple again! Damn, that tick throw getting stronger.
Round 1, fight.
Yo, whose emote is that? An upside down McDonald's M.
What?
But Wi-Fi, McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Wait,
That's
McDonald's,
actually, that is
McDonald's
actually crazy.
Wi-Fi. That is like one of the best things. We're going straight into the exact same matchup.
Oh, okay, crushing blow. Oh, no breakaway. This is going to do big damage. Searing Rage doesn't shy away from those damage extensions.
I mean, that's what Searing Rage is all about. Searing Rage is like, you got to dedicate a lot harder to some of those decisions. One of those decisions might be 3 down ones in a row. But you have to dedicate a little bit harder. But with those, like, bigger risks come more damage thanks to Searing Rage. And there's that answer. Man, I mean, this is a really smart pick, honestly. The standing 1 reset. Probably actually expecting... That was a... I can only guess he was maybe expecting a down 2 or something there. That raw neutral duct. But you can see why the Scorpion pick is coming out. It is, he doesn't want to get zoned out. Doesn't want to deal with the mirror. That is a crushing blow that's going to, definitely do a lot of damage.
Oh, okay.
He had no amplify, so we can extend the combo. Uh-oh. Man, Azerbaijan making it look simple.
Now, the scary thing about someone that mains the character that they then, you know, have their own kind of counter for in tournament is, even if this isn't a matchup that is seen to be really bad, you yourself think it... I mean, I would be inclined to think that Azerbaijan believes that Scorpion wins this matchup, right? Otherwise... Or he has something in the matchup that specifically will hurt Ringmaster a lot. If you yourself play Sonya, and we know that Azerbaijan, even though he plays more no holds barred, did play Ringmaster when the game really, you know, first came out for the first couple months, he is going to know a few things that he believes make this really difficult for Sonya. And as someone that obviously plays her, he's going to be in no better position to enforce that right here in a tournament setting. And we are seeing that beautifully. Azerbaijan, he's always been playing on those reactions. He's always been a very kind of like twitchy player, right? He's really looking for those clutch reactions, those clutch moments. And Scorpion is a great character for that, especially against someone like Sonya. Where Ringmaster, you're going to be looking for a lot of fireballs, a lot of things to react to, and that's big damage if you're on point. Especially in Searing Rage, when you have, especially the Flaming Spear buff loaded.
And the Flaming Spear, the B&B. I mean, I remember early on when the game come out, like the B&Bs that come through. Everyone's like, wait, hang on. How much damage does this character get?
Oh, wake up buttons again. Confirm.
Good. And you got the extra string thanks to Searing Rage. You don't have to quite dedicate as hard off 2-1.
Oh, cheeky cancel.
Yep. I mean, you have to cancel it now. Cancel it into maybe punishing a teleport. Speaking of which, another teleport's going to come out. Azerbaijan showing that he's oh, that's going to hurt actually. Oh.
He actually didn't have bar to do a special.
Yeah,
so I wonder if he even tried.
I mean, he would have had bar to go for a special move, but he would have taken out of the corner. And
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Actually, being greedy with his damage cost him the round.
I kind of can't fault Azerbaijan for not extending that, though, because that's one of the problems for Scorpion with no bar is both specials side switch. If he went spear, side switch, you know... Actually, I wonder if he could have done the chain spin. He is playing Searing Rage. I wonder if that would have worked. It's not something you typically see, because it doesn't work mid-screen, but...
There's always the question of, would it have, like, whiffed on hit, and then you're stuck getting punished? Because, no, that can happen, right, if it doesn't connect all the way. Oh, wonderful block on the overhead. Azerbaijan staggering that forward 3. Escape failed. Not that it really matters anymore, but we are going to get a buff throw all the same. A 17% throw. Man, that's good. Yeah, no need to down 2 on anything.
Ryan, what pool was... Actually, never mind. I'll just look through myself.
What are you asking about?
I was going to ask about the serious Hitman match, because as we get to a close, I'm going to have a quick look and see what's next. Because the stream queue doesn't have a round 4 game.
Yeah, they're playing their matches. Yeah, Magic T is waiting on. Oh wow, yeah, there's a matchup between 2 players. Magic T is waiting for 2 players, but neither of their matches has been 37 minutes, 38 minutes, and there's actually been nothing going on. Because we could have had.
They have to bring it up to a mod then, or they have to bring it up to an admin, and we'll get things moved through.
Remember, guys, don't bring up admin troubles in stream chat. Bring it up with admins, and they can handle it much faster than we can. By the way, 3-0 for Azerbaijan. Showing the Scorpion pick a lot more beneficial than the Sonya Mirror, that's for sure.
Not bad at all. I do like how Azerbaijan has kept this Searing Rage the whole time. So remember, he's been playing both characters for most of the game's life. But you definitely see more Sonya out of him than anything else right now. But I mean, it's important to have those pockets every now and then. If he just likes the matchup, if he just doesn't like the mirror, whatever it is, he was able to win 3-0 right there. Damn, we've only had 3 zeros today. It's been pretty quick.
It's been dominant. Good opportunity now while we wait for our next matchup to mention a couple of Matcherino contributions. The first one is going to be $20 from iSuck Fighting Games. What's up, man? I recognize you from Twitter and all over. MK4 Life. You boys, Knackman, are pillars of the NRS scene. Love you and hope for more. Well, thanks a lot, man. We really appreciate the kind words, and we appreciate your $20 contribution towards that final pot. And finally, I'm really sorry if I mispronounce this. I am really terrible with names. I think it's Mikey Ivalian or Mike Ivalian. I've butchered it probably 3 times already. Please correct me if you're listening. But the $100 contribution towards the Matcherino with the caption, "Thanks for the great show," from one of your viewers at NetherRealm. Thank you so much. And that has brought us to $1,130 as the community prize pot. And then obviously add our 1,000 on top, and we have already in week number 2, and we've only just started week 2, a chunky chunk of change for Europe and CIS at the end of Massive Strike. So I think it's going to be I'm really excited for the players, and I think that together we're it's going well. Thank you so much, guys.
We have another round 3 game ready to go. There are a handful of round 4s going on, but it looks like a lot of them started. We have Boki and Canepa ready to play. So Boki and Canepa, can you guys be ready in the room, and we will get things going. But no, thank you so much for your contributions to Matcherino, my friends. We much appreciate it, and I can promise you the community does as well.
No, this has been... It's just been a great opportunity for the community to really come together, I think.
That song was trash. Well, I mean, are you in the bracket, Maskov? Are you in Massive Strike? You playing? You at the Coliseum? I assume so.
Maskov, why does that name ring a bell? That name rings a bell. Ah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Mate.
Caniper, if you are here, join the stream room, please. Caniper, please join the stream room. Massive strike. Tuscan Khan, thank you for the 5-month resub, bro. Welcome back. Thank you. Caniper, are you there?
He might not be in the chat.
I mean, his match is set to be on stream, so he will be seeing that it's a streamed game. Okay, he is here. Right, Caniper, please join the stream lobby, and we'll get you versus Boki up and running. FP Punisher, thank you for the follow.
Glad to see Boki in the bracket. I believe he wasn't in the. Caniper's waiting for the invite. No, Caniper, you have to join the massive strike room, mate.
Right, so I'll show you now, Caniper. That we have a room on PS4, Massive Strike. Massive Strike PS4 lobby. It is infinitely the faster way of getting games on stream. Join this room, and we will add you to this King of the Hill right here. If you're playing on stream, you need to join this room, and we can get you added. It is infinitely faster than making individual King of the Hills and sending invites out. This is way faster. Way better. What does the sector next to your name mean? It is a sub badge. It means you have been subscribed to us for 3 years. The Cyrax one means you've been subscribed for 4 years, which is why Foxy has it.
Shoutouts to Foxy, who forgot to register for this week.
Dude, the UK is full of people that either forgot to register, unfortunately can't play last minute, or have just straight up DQ'd themselves. It's like, damn, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, Caniper is here. Sick. Right, invites going out. Wolfheart, thank you for the Twitch Prime, my dude. Thank you for using that here. I know those of you using Twitch Prime, I know you only get one of those a month, so thanks very much. It's Vonnie's birthday and your 7-year anniversary. God damn. Good
Wow.
shit.
Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations.
That's a long time. Good stuff, guys. Right, I'll wait for you guys to join in. Is it a bad idea to allow a UK in your Shao-only tournament? You're concerned about connection issues? That's your call to make, dude. Honestly. Ryan, did you get the invite?
Can you send it again?
No, I can't. I'm in the lobby.
I can probably join.
Ryan, come on.
I was putting something in chat. Come on, man. I can't join.
God damn it, they've already started. Hang on. Can they stop playing? I can't. Actually, can I invite you? I might be able to invite. Actually, might be able to invite you.
I don't mind missing the first game. I was doing an admin thing in chat, man. Like people keep typing things in chat, like I have to bring it up. And right as I was typing it in chat, your invite came through and I missed it.
All
This
right.
is why when there are issues, guys, you have to bring it up with admins and not us because we are not.
I have sent you an invite. Can you see it?
I've joined. I'll watch it on Twitch for the
Right,
first game.
Boki and Caniper. Caniper going to Joker. Okay.
Shinnok's Bone Temple.
But yeah, worth mentioning, guys, please, I cannot stress this enough. If you have an admin trouble, telling it to us does not accomplish anything. You have got to bring it up with admins because it just caused me to miss the first game. So now I'm having to watch it on Twitch.
That is your fault. But I understand the point. It is a distraction. But yes, if you need admin help, you have to ask admin. Smash GG or Discord. Either of those will work.
Madsen is retired. He's focusing on music now, and he's more than happy. We wish him good luck, but we miss him. That's all there is to it.
Fight.
Right. Oh, I can commentate the health bars. Let's go.
I'd rather you not, so I can commentate the actual game. Oh, Caniper, Ace of Knaves. Oh, Ace of Knaves is progressively the more and more common tournament variation. I definitely think there's been a big sea of it after obviously seeing how Joker was played at Final Combat, which is definitely the most kind of optimal way. What works, what doesn't, and the character's been out for a couple of months by now, right? So there's plenty of time for people to really figure things out over time. Caniper, of course, long-standing member of the European NRS scene. And Boki, we can't talk about classic EU NRS without mentioning Boki, who spends both bars straight after that first round, but the orbiting hat, the bar does come back super quick, so it looks expensive, because it is, but you'll have the resources again sooner than you think.
Boki's always had what is more characteristic of like an American Kung Lao in Europe. He's been one of the only Kung Laos that is not afraid to go with that very kind of like no fear, just high octane, the weirdest jumps, the weirdest reads, but backed behind a ton of damage if he's finally correct, and he's correct more often than not. And Boki's often the only Kung Lao that really brings that energy as consistently as he does. It's the same way in Mortal Kombat X, and it's exactly the same. Hey, Maxu, if you're going to be... You know what, actually? Hang on a minute. That's actually in the process of being resolved as we speak. I'm going to time you out. Treat our admins with respect or fuck off.
Here. They're literally in the middle of the process because it's apparently the delay is being caused by it's a connection issue between the players. So it's a point of trying to decide which of the two is responsible for it, and if they can't, it will go to coin.
Wait a second, Jake. Wait a second. Does that mean that we're actually getting to the bottom of the situation, almost as if the admins are doing their job? Well, hot shit. How about that?
It's almost as if that's exactly what they're there for.
Kung Lao.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, Boki's going to get that first game. It was pretty much Corner, the movie. Special guest, a little bit of Orbiting Hat. That's the good thing about doing our own tournament.
Can you see the match now, by the way? Will you be able to see this?
Oh, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, I'm here now.
Round 1. Fight.
Right. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to say about what Canepa did wrong there, because at the end of the day, he just got hit that one time by Boki, and then Boki just laid that pressure on super thick.
I mean, it's still the Lotus Fist effect, right? Kung Lao has always been good at building the momentum, doing a ton of damage, doing a ton of corner pressure, or corner carry, I should say, and then before you know it, you're losing 300 plus every touch, and then you've lost, right? And Boki's been playing Lotus Fist since, like, even pre-patch, so he's going to know exactly how to do this. And Boki, of course, you have to remember, Viennality top 8. He won the last chance qualifier in Vienna. Like, this guy is a seasoned MK11 tournament player with a lot of success.
Round 2.
Boki was actually one of our absolute favorite unsung heroes, you know, underdogs for the last chance qualifier before the COVID situation. But Boki was there. You know, he won the last chance qualifier in Vienna. They were going to send a European player to the LCQ. Boki was the winner. And he was in really good form. Really good form.
And there's the grab again. And that's the scary thing about Lotus Fist. He gets to use so many more buttons of Kung Lao than normal because of the threat of Orbiting Hat. But as soon as you sit there on a contender block, you're going to get thrown. Then you obviously have to worry about back throw Oki with down 3. You have to worry about escape failed. It really is just a constant pressure game over and over and over again. And I realize I didn't update the score. So that's actually 2-0 now, not 0-0. That will be 2 games.
Boki. If Boki wins, I will give him a strong 2. A strong 2 for the 2 orbiting hats he can use in 1.
The Joker.
Now, Canepa sticking on Joker. We are definitely seeing a lot more Joker over time now. I feel like a lot of people have just moved over time.
I mean, Joker's a really strong character. Some people say, I mean, a lot of people use the term top 3 these days. Some people believe Joker may even be the best, but I guess that's a matter of opinion. Joker's certainly a character with an absolute ton of tools, though. That is one thing that can't be disagreed with. He's got buttons, he's got damage, he's got meterless combos, he's got tools for days. His tools are all so good, it's hard to say what his best variation is because they're all so damn good.
I mean, I definitely say it's best of Ace of Knaves because he doesn't lose anything and everything he gets is like super strong.
Because base Joker is just... He's one of those characters that's just...
He certainly doesn't have a bad variation, I'll put it that way.
Yeah. His base kit is so insanely strong that it's like anything else is icing. Every variation is icing on the cake. Ace of Knaves, though, is just... It's what it shuts down on your end. You take amazing base Joker, and then he can shut down you one. He can shut you down on his offense, and that's a down 2. All right. Boki, an opportunity to come back now. Oh, the meaty jump in. Staggers. A lot of blocks there from Canepa. Being nice and respectful on defense. But if you're too respectful, you want to take a ton of damage.
He can afford to take grabs. Boki is demanding a lot of respect with these empty jumps, and Canepa is giving it to him. Especially considering Joker, definitely really strong at those last minutes, standing one anti-airs too. Oh, and there we go. Boki gets the favorable trade and match point again. We've only had 3 zeros today.
Round 2. Fight.
I mean, just the nature of the earlier stage of tournaments, I suppose. The closeness might start to come through with the winners' finals situations. Canepa had the lead, and it all just kind of feels like he kind of just froze up.
But it took no
Just
time.
gave him
That's the scary thing about doing against Lotus Fist. You will have a lead, and then he'll get a bit of momentum. And because he does so much damage back to back over and over again, you've just lost the lead instantly.
Meaty down 3. Boki just one poke at a time. Learn from this. Shouts to Foxy.
That's that classic, what is now a classic Loud Brutal. My goodness. Boki reminding us all why he is one of the most unsung heroes of Kung Lao there is.
Not only
Solid
Kung Lao,
stuff.
but Europe too. Boki is one of the absolute most lethal players in this part of the world. We just don't get to see him very much. But when he does, he looks good. He brings it. He brings the heat. Well done there.
I believe this is... Ah, yes, we have Arn Kratos and Mr. Jack Sprat is our next game. This is a winner's semi-final, so this is for winners finals of the pool.
We had Serious Hitman and Flet is indeed a matchup, but I think that might be in the same stage.
If it's not in our stream queue, it can't be. It is in the stream queue. It is in the stream queue. Good.
Yep.
So we'll get Serious Hitman. Okay, we'll do this, that, and then we'll start doing winners finals of pools. And
Magic.
Where are we at right now? We're an hour and a half in, so okay, no, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. We're making good time.
The issue with R1, D1, and Sykes, I don't know what the sort of resolve was, but Sykes did move on, so now he's facing off against Magic T. The winner of that will face Derpy, who will face the winner of Serious Hitman versus Flet. Shouts to the admin team for working on that. Thank you very much for sorting it out.
It was as far as I'm aware, that long situation was both players had they just straight up couldn't connect to each other, but neither really wanted to concede that it was their fault. And obviously, over time, there comes a point that you just have to make a decision. I believe R1D1 bowed out and just said he wasn't going to continue. But the thing is, with the nature of online tournaments, those kind of delays, they are unfortunate, but we are playing with online right now, and EU and CIS is a lot of ground to cover. If you have connection issues and you straight up can't connect and you cannot clearly tell which of the two players is responsible for it, like, you literally have, at that point, you either just decide amongst yourselves whose connection is responsible, or you do a coin flip. It is not ideal, but with online tournaments, there is honestly only so much you can do, which is why this kind of thing happens. So thank you very much to the admins for getting through that and for giving the players as much time to try and figure it out. But unfortunately, you know, sometimes a decision just has to be made, and you might not be the one that comes off the better side of it.
Yo, Dizzy, why aren't you playing today?
He said he couldn't at the end, so, you know, anything could have popped up. So Kratos and Jack Sprat. Let's go. And I'll send the invite out in a second.
I'm
Jack
waiting.
Sprat's here. Boom. Invites have gone out. Let's go. Bad time to mention coin flips. In what sense? What's the context here? Is this a meme? Is this a good meme?
Sakanda, if you need an admin, smash GG or Discord.
Alright, let's have a look.
Were you two commentators for Final Combat? Yes, we were. We were out there alongside Mr. Aquaman, Darth Armor, Mitsuones, Big D.
FK Ryan, FK.
I'm on it. Context will be on Twitter. I don't understand. Oh, I see. Oh, was it a recent online tournament? I'll worry about that later. We have a tournament to run today. Sakanda. Sakanda, do you have screenshots and proof? You beat someone 3-2 and it says 3-0 to him. You're always making sure you're screenshotting your results. I know that you do screenshot your results. Let me quickly get on that and I'll mention it in chat. Oh, never mind. It's already been done. Okay, admins are aware, Sakanda. They'll get on it. Always make sure you are recording and stuff. Not recording, sorry. Saving the games is the best case scenario, but a screenshot of the result will absolutely do as well.
Yes, cannot stress enough. If you win a game, guys, screenshot that shit. You win a set, screenshot it. Get that proof.
Thanks to the PlayStation Share feature, it is effortless to screenshot your result. And if someone tries to pull a funny, they can just get banned and blacklisted for life. So ultimately, trying to squeeze out a cheeky win, they end up losing all opportunities with us ever again. So Jack Sprat looked really, I believe it was him versus Dizzy TT last week. He actually looked really strong.
No, they had a really good Joker mirror, I believe, because Dizzy was playing Joker last week as well. Of course, on Kratos, Shang Tsung. We saw a lot of Cetrion from Kratos last week, but it's because he had a lot of Jackies in his path. I know it's not a matchup he particularly enjoys.
Voice crack was there? I didn't even notice.
Prove it! I'll delete the VOD. You can't prove nothing.
It happens to me so much, I didn't even realize.
Hey, but, you know, Ketchup wasn't talking trash. It was just a good old-fashioned innocent voice crack.
Dude, do you have any idea how many times I have to re-record my scripts and stuff like that for YouTube because of voice crack? Like right there, look, it was there. It's just, there's nothing I can do about it.
I do wonder what does it... Ooh, the forbidden Shang strings coming out.
I like that though, because it's kind of a projectile without being a projectile. And Jack Sprat, always have to pay that. Oh, whiffing the forward 2-1-2 though. Oh dear. I would pay for that blooper reel. No one's getting it. Never.
Sikander, admins are trying to contact you on Smash GG and there is no response, nor on Discord. Please keep an eye on your Smash GG and Discord chats. At the very least, Smash GG, because Smash GG, you would need to have an account, obviously, to sign up, and admins can directly talk to you on Smash GG. They're trying to get in touch. We need you to respond to them. Jack Sprat. Slowly but surely losing this. Okay. Oh, no. No confirm. Just gone straight in for the box. Oh.
Ooh. Nice. Nice. On Kratos looking for a bit of redemption this week, I think. Obviously, he fell to, I believe it was... oh, my God. I know the name. I know his name.
Method in winners, and then I believe it was Method in winners, and was it Deadlift again in losers? I know Deadlift is becoming a bit of a tournament demon for him.
Oh, there was a Jackie. He had definitely had a Jackie trouble, and he was going between character changes, and I don't think it quite worked out for him. But in a matchup where he's able to rock the Shang Tsung, he's much better.
You're on iPhone. I can't speak for the mobile Smash GG, but I imagine that there is still a chat feature. Otherwise, I mean, that is the way you get contacted.
I believe it was Deadlift, because Deadlift did get top 8.
You don't have Discord? Okay. But you absolutely do have a Smash GG, so it'll have to be on Smash GG.
I can send the image. And that's a different... You know, because I'm... Sending it to me won't really help Sikander because
Sikander, send it to me, because if there's just a method of contact, send it to me and I will get it over.
Yeah.
So if you just DM it to me on Twitter if you can, and I'll send it on.
If you enter tournaments and stuff online, it's always recommended that you get Discord, just because it's it's so simple.
Although I will say at the very least, like, if you are entering online tournaments, and no, this is not a roast, I'm not blowing you up, but you want to make sure that you have the means to contact admins. And if that means being on a desktop, a laptop, anything that will enable you to talk to admins, that is, as a player, it's your responsibility to be able to facilitate that. Just so, if these kind of things happen and people try and, report a fake score, or in this case, it could just be an innocent mistake, right? But it's about being able to talk to people and sort things out. And oh my God, did you see the threading the needle distance?
The needle,
my
man.
goodness.
The needle.
Mustard. Send it to Mustard, Sikander. Send it to Mustard.
Sorry, Sikander, I forget which twins.
Send it to me, says the twin on voice comms.
Oh, dearie me.
Ooh, Wallace block. Immediate down 2. Jack Sprat's like, nope. You ain't doing that to me. Damn, this zoning game is really paying off for Kratos, and they're 1-1 again. I keep hearing that Shang's 1-1-4 isn't an auto shimmy yet. I keep seeing it work as one.
Maybe they patched it like yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, what about yesterday? What about this morning? The infamous Shang Tsung 1-1-4 patch. Oh,
cheeky.
Yo, Kratos is using that string more in this set than I've ever seen it used in tournaments since he came out.
This has just been an absolute clinic. Absolute Shang Tsung clinic from Arn Kratos. Let's not forget, this guy just rocked up to NEC last minute and got top 3 with the Shang. People were not ready for just how dangerous he would be, but hang on a minute. Potential comeback. Oh, he micro-ducked. Oh, the last minute. All that work down the drain. Well done, though, for Arn Kratos. who's going to get that win. Up next, our matchup should be Serious Hitman versus Flet is our next matchup, and I'm really excited to see that because we haven't seen really anything of Flet recently.
Oh, that actually, yeah, that is 3-0. Sorry, my bad, guys. I was in the middle of dealing with the score situation behind the scenes, so I didn't update that. But it was that was 3-0, not 2-0. So that is done on Kratos. It was on that 3 game. Wait, no, hang on. It says 3 now. Was it 3 or 2? Was that 2 or was that 3?
Shang Tsung.
No, that was. Yeah, no, that was 2. That was 2, right? Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind.
No,
Not quite.
I got fooled by the hill because I there's a bug in King of the Hill right now that every now and then it would add a game to wins on the side. It said 3, and because you said it's over, I was like, oh, okay, I guess it is. But then it went back to 2.
You're not the only one that was trying to deal with the behind the scenes situation, so I will admit I just missed it. I just saw another game and my brain was like, oh, that's 3-0. I'm glad the game.
We got it. Don't worry, guys. We've got Twitch chat to carry us through. Hey, no big deal.
I promise I'm on it. Don't you worry. What are you worried about? I'm not worried. Oh, there's the answer. The instant jump straight over that corpse drop. I like it. But Jack, there's an opportunity.
Oh, no, but there's the knowledge, Kratos. One of the biggest mistakes that people make against Ace of Knaves is when a box comes out on block, they move forward or they try and fight back. Kratos is doing the safest thing, which is to just walk back. Just move back out of its range, and if it does whiff and they commit, whiff punish. And Kratos is playing this really well this matchup.
Thanks for carrying us, chat. We love you. Oh, flawless block. No jump 3 for you. Oh, he tries to go through. Definitely does not expect the final amplify on the end. Shang Tsung's probably feel a certain way when they get that landed. Good trade.
Round 2. Fight.
So actually now it is in fact match point for Arn Kratos.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute though. So the biggest thing is just, I feel like, again, I feel like I say this a lot, but there are so many, especially these higher tier characters that are like this, very snowball heavy, and Joker's definitely one of them, where if he can get that crushing blow crowbar loaded, if he can get fatal blow cancels on deck, then obviously he can absolutely explode you. But Kratos is just playing this whole game at like jump distance and beyond. I just don't feel like Jack Sprat is ever able to do anything that makes Joker tick. Alright, GG's, New G. Thanks for playing, man. Oh, and again! By the way, that's an overhead, I'm pretty sure.
The forbidden string. Oh, the whiff punish. No corpse throw for you.
Oh, the delay. Kratos.
Roll. It's done. Now, actually, it is in fact a 3-0 now. Sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, Kratos is going to take that way. Now, I think he's going to be a bit of a man on the mission today. And I assume not too satisfied with not making it through in week number 1.
Right. Do we have... So
should have Hitman and Flet.
Yeah, the next game I would like, because we have 2 games ready. It's Makaran and Dunax and Hitman and Flet. But I actually think that we have some winners finals ready to go. So we'll do Hitman and Flet as we're waiting. We'll get Dunax and Makaran. Hang on.
If that's not a winners match, that one we can put off stream because if we're leading up to winners finals now.
I mean, it's A8. I'll have a quick look because if that is. Okay, no, that actually isn't. It's yeah, that's 4 winners finals. So we'll I'll say we will take. Let me get out of the lobby. Right.
Shang Tsung is absolutely one of the greatest Mortal Kombat characters. I do agree.
Right. So
Shang Tsung is iconic.
That's actually legitimately the main reason I'm excited for the Aftermath story stuff. Is because it looks like we've literally got Kerry Tagawa as like the star of the show. And that is actually sick. And that is awesome. So we are going to get... Right, we are going to look for Flet versus Serious Hitman on stream next. That does mean, unfortunately, that Makaran and Dunax, that game is going to be taken out of the stream queue, because I believe we have some winners finals that we can start to get ready on. Makaran, no, your game versus Dunax is not on stream, I'm afraid. We're going to be getting Serious Hitman versus Flet on stream as our next game. Sorry to keep you waiting, but it looks like you've only been waiting for about 5 minutes, so it doesn't seem to be too bad.
Is it Sikandar versus Azerbaijan in winners finals?
If that's a winners finals of a pool, then it should be, because that's why I've asked of the admins.
I hope so, because I want to watch that. But
no, the winners finals are starting to be added to the stream queue, so we can get as many of them as we can, because we are only an hour and 40 minutes in, so we have no reason to rush to top 16 immediately, if not needed, as we can get some of these cool winners finals of the pools up. Now we need. Right, I'm not seeing Serious Hitman or Flet in this. Okay, no, Flet is here. Flet is here. Flet is playing versus. We need. Serious Hitman is now the only one we're waiting for. Alright, guys. Well, while we wait for Serious Hitman, I want to welcome you guys once again to Massive Strike Week 2. This is our European and CIS online league that will be taking place over the next couple of weeks. We started it last Tuesday, and we're continuing it here today. There will be 3 weekly tournaments. The first 2 weeks will qualify top 3 to our 4th week, which is our 8-man final, and the 3rd week is going to qualify top 2 to make up our 8-man double elimination finals, where the players will be playing for an over $2,000 prize pot, which is going up as we started things off with a £1,000 incentive from Ketchup and myself, and you guys, the community watching at home, have raised over $1,000 in addition to that. We have a Matcherino command in chat that you guys can see right here. If you want to add to the prize pot, that is the best way of doing it. It's all about making this as big a spectacle as we can for these competitive players that have given us so much entertainment over the year during this time where online tournaments are so prominent. If you guys want to get involved, this is the best way of doing so to help making this as big of a deal as we can. Attendance went up this week. Last week we were about 169 entrants. This week we're just shy of 190. So slow and steady growth makes us happy to see. I hope that you guys are enjoying yourselves as we are sitting just under the 1,000 viewer mark. So thank you very much for your time. But we have, I believe, is Serious Hitman? He is here. Yes. So we have a CIS showdown ready to go.
We should get some Raiden. Serious Hitman has been a Raiden loyalist for as long as I've known him, for sure. Oh, Sikanda, the stream queue are preset matches that we look at and then put them in a queue so that we're not sitting around waiting for a matchup. If we were looking for a match and didn't know what one to play, we would have just put yours on immediately. But for the sake of trying to be a bit more organized, we do try and have it lined up. If your matchup versus Azerbaijan is a winners finals match, which I haven't checked the bracket.
No, it is. So this pool A7, I can take it from here because the way this works is pool A7 is... Yeah, the winners finals of that pool is Sikanda versus MK Azerbaijan. If you're on Smash GG and you see your game, if you see the little Twitch icon, that means that your game is in the stream queue and will be played on stream. So if you see that icon, which is there for your game, just chill out, sit pretty, and wait for your game to be up because yours should actually be. I actually think it might be. It's the second one after this, so plenty of time to see it. Right.
MK Conquest was fantastic. I mean, depending on which way you look at it, it was great, but it was also very bad.
It was entertaining.
It was also great. I mean, I was entertained by MK Conquest. That's all I'm saying.
An exiled guard, Zero.
A thief, Tarja.
Hang on, I'm gonna put a space.
It's that in each of us there burns the soul of a warrior.
And the music. Jeff Meek playing Shao Kahn and Raiden. Let's go.
Dude, Shao Kahn in MK Conquest is the best Shao Kahn in anything. Don't at me. That's it. That's it. For me, I think MK Conquest Shao Kahn was the best Shao Kahn. Also, Serious Hitman. Oh, I love the fact that he's even gone with like a really like retro Raiden. And Flet, I mean, he's been a Johnny Cage player for a very long time. I remember Flet from the MKX where he would go with Cage. He did play a little bit of Hellfire Scorpion though. Definitely was a fan of those run cancel characters back in the day. But Hitman is the kind of player that he is such a Raiden loyalist that he just dedicates. Like, for better or worse, especially worse if we're talking about Injustice 2, his Raiden has always been like as good as it can be, right?
Oh, he tried to whiff punish. No, Hitman was convinced he was going to get the whiff punish, but was just a hair's length too far away. I want to say, it's no surprise that the second Hitman is on stream, who we know, of course, prominent MK streamer. He does that, like, you know that, like, strange Twitch. Yo, the tech? Do you see the tech?
That was
Reversal teleport to get out of Rising Star. I've actually never seen that. That was sick. He uses that weird, like facial tracking software to make himself Raiden on Twitch. It's super weird, but it's really entertaining. What? Oh my god!
He just did it right as Flet released block. That was a great one.
That was actually an incredible fatal blow. Oh, that was great.
I'm gonna imagine there is some Hitman spam in chat. I won't take it away just yet. Don't worry. Let it rock. Give him the strength. Give him the strength. Shout out to the CIS Russian community for contributing here, taking part, being part of the team. cheering on you, lads. This is why we bring it up. This is actually the matches like this already in round 1 is why we're so happy to have CIS taking part. By the way, Johnny Cage definitely got some battle damage on his nuts. That's kind of violent.
Yeah, it happens. It's part of the job, I think.
It went right through him. It's behind him as well. Oh, the teleport! Get out of it. Oh, cheeky. Trying to squeeze in a quick down 1. Down 2. I mean, a worthy attempt because it would have forced the breakaway out, but it's kind of... You got to be nervous with this. Teleport's used. Okay, back to that full screen game. Raiden can be underratedly dry sometimes. Maybe not so much against Johnny Cage. And that is going to be the round for Flet all the same.
911? Really?
Final round.
That's a good return. We're seeing, but what I like the most about this match is we're seeing so much knowledge from Hitman, right? And this is the sign of someone that truly has been specializing in a character. We know Hitman, he's been a Raiden player for as long as we've seen him in the NRS scene. Obviously, he streams this game all the time, is always playing with the CIS players especially. And we know that Johnny Cage, Jackie, these are definitely characters popular in that part of the world. So it's no surprise to see the knowledge, but I love seeing it used to perfection in these matches. But Flet gets a jump over. Big damage incoming from the jump kick. Oh, and there's the micro duck again.
Okay, that's a bit too much spam for me now. And there we go.
Wait, what? What happened?
There's just a lot of spam in chat. It's a bit of spam in chat, and people are saying that some of the words being used are not very nice. So I think I will play it safe.
Oh wait, where's Do Basic around to save us the timeouts?
We haven't got. We probably, you know what? We probably need a Russian mod. Well, I know Do Basic is that, but he's probably restreaming, right, or just having a good time.
Do we have any Russian regulars that would
Johnny Cage.
volunteer to be the Do Basic 2 of the Twitch chat?
Well, if there is the idea that people probably feel, like,
Hey man, I'm all for hype, just don't go too crazy.
yeah.
Oh, well then. Flet, of course. What am I doing? There we go. I've got these scores to reset. Flet taking game number 1.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm rushing to work. Is that okay? Get out.
Oh, okay. Hitman coming off the 1-2-1 crushing blow straight away, and there's a confirm again. Damn, that's back-to-back 300 damage. That's a big lead to have already. Now, Flair, he is playing Johnny. He does a fatal blow. Oh, he read the wake-up 3, but didn't
Great
quite
tech.
get the well-timed whiff punish.
Absolutely fantastic tech. Gets the anti-air. Go down 1 on block. That's kind of risky, though, when you put yourself minus and then try and grab anyway. A little bit eager to try and close things out. There's the escape. Forward 3 for the chase down. Loads of
Hitman just tried a straight-up reversal storm cell. Didn't quite work out. Watch out for that teleport. Oh, that, you know, I actually don't mind that call-out. Because if he got an amplified dive there, I'm sure it would have won the round. And if Flet had just thrown a fireball to try and chip, I think he would have caught the startup. So it was a good read. It was a risk, but it was a risk worth taking.
Yeah, Rotor Regen, I just quickly Googled the meaning. It's actually alright, yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll let it rock.
Ryan timed out like 100 people. Damn, innocent sacrifices.
In my defense, it was really spammy, and I had to play it safe. But after a quick Google consultation, I think it's actually alright.
Ryan's the kind of people at Umbrella that will drop a nuke on Raccoon City just to be sure. Ryan would make that call.
Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, absolutely no business. Oh, wow, that was the rawest of raw nut punch.
We are seeing so many just straight up reversal specials that are actually paying off in this set. Oh!
And, a little bit too eager, I think, to close things out. That could have been much worse, but okay. Not going to get a huge crushing blow there, unfortunately. I believe it already used it.
For the greater good. Oh, amplified. Oh, again, just tried that straight up down two. And there it is. There's that classic Thunder Wave read. 1 hit away from death. Teleport right as something is thrown. There you go.
Final round. Fight.
Stream shouldn't have paused, guys. We haven't dropped any frames or anything. Give it a refresh. Hopefully it'll work.
Nice being beads. I like it. Squeeze out that damage, boy. Shouts to Mercer in chat. Mercer, you inspired us so much that we have our own Twitch. We have our own emote now, and it is in honor of Massive Strike. Mercer, you have created the greatest and best. Ooh, chin! That's right in the chin. And that's gonna hurt, man. That's gonna do a lot of
It's
damage.
actually always a big decision for any Johnny Cage player to willingly cash out on a Fatal Blow for damage. But in this sense, it makes sense because you don't need the cancel to win this round right here, right? Your strike grab wait, no bar to amplify. Flet taking a risk there. Now he's got to watch out for the teleport, which comes through, but nothing. And again, serious hit, man. I love the intent there from the teleport, from again the Fatal Blow. It's always knowing he has like a % or 2 of life left, and it's about just catching something from Flet trying to chip out. But Flet knew that was coming. You saw the patience. He saw the teleport, didn't attempt to punish. He was just waiting for something big, very unsafe to punish, and that's exactly what he got. Flet goes up 2-0 now.
Someone just gifted a sub to Mercer so we can use his own emote
Yes!
in chat. Look, there it is! Yes! Mercer, welcome and enjoy.
By the way, that noise was me, not you guys. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That was my PC, not yours.
Well, the biggest issue now is with Hitman is that he's making pretty much like hard reads all the time. But it's kind of like a for better or worse situation. Sometimes he doesn't need to take the risks that he's taking, and he's kind of just handing himself on a silver plate. Sorry, to Flet pick up.
But he's doing it at times where he has like 1% left. You know what I mean? Which obviously I know Last Breath does save you quite a bit, but there does come a point that you have to make a decision like that. However, if every time you're put in that situation you make the risky decision, then that's where it gets a little bit dangerous. Because then it becomes less of a read and more of a, I'm just going to wait because I know you're going to do it.
I can't wait to see Mercer on stream. I hope he makes it that far today.
He's in winners finals of...
Oh, that's it. We're guaranteed then.
We will
Chat's
get
gonna
it.
spam. I want to see that.
We
spam.
might not get every single pool winners finals. It depends on how we're doing for time, but we'll get most of them. Okay, Hitman taking a round. Okay. Vegemite Wolf, hello. How's it going, dude?
Back-to-back teleports. Really trying to stay confusing. And confusing is the word. Flet. Wake up roll is going to get away from the back two, though.
It's interesting that Flet opts to go for 1-2-1 nut punch there instead of the fireballs. You don't seem to get that much less damage, though. Yeah, he's still getting 370 for a bar, so it's like he's tickling.
This is a bad place to be in the corner, though. Teleport's going to get him out. Over. Commits a bit.
Okay, no, we saw Flat. He went for the big punish on that down 2 for the crushing blow, but he didn't move in first.
Let's go. Oh. Okay. That was a funky combo.
No, it's actually something that Raiden players have been doing a little bit here and there. Is if you end in that kind of like fly out uppercut, you can teleport, and then you're right next to them with advantage, I believe.
That's actually sick. I've never seen that
it looks funky, but the teleport is what lets him do it. And another throw tech. Hitman's been on point with those. And there it is! The reversal fatal blow!
Let's go.
If at first you don't succeed, and then it doesn't work, do it the third time.
Third time's a charm, mate. Now, speaking of the therm 3, are we going to see the reverse 3-0? Because that's going to be a little bit of a momentum shake-up. Hitman's going to be really feeling it. But what you get worried about is, in these future games, is Hitman going to kind of run before he can walk and, like, go way too risky? That's what I'm a bit worried about. Flet's a seasoned player. Flet is a smart player. I do wonder if he's going to be able to.
Well, the thing is, the scary thing is, Flet won his second game by just being patient and just waiting for Hitman to do that. But then immediately lost the next game by not waiting for it. Like, so this sends a message that Hitman is obviously committed to this kind of unsafe counterpoke style, if it will win the round or if it will win the game. Flet was able to put a lid on it before, but it wasn't enough to stop Hitman from doing it. Now, we're officially in the I know that you know that I know territory where Flet has to make the decision. Is he actually going to keep doing that? Or is Hitman now going to be like, now you expect it 1000%? Now I'm not going to do it anymore. The second Hitman gets Fatal Blow, that read becomes the point.
I gotta say, man, I know sometimes it's like, you know, there are people that join chat and they say not so decent things in Russian, but I think that's just the nature of Twitch chat. I really do like that every time we see Russian players competing here in Massive Strike, like the chat just fills up with Russian fans that are cheering on their players. You know, there's a lot of community support among that. And it's really nice to see. It's nice to see these people.
Hey man,
really,
shout out to the CIS community. You guys are a big part of why MK could stay alive in that part of the world. We know you guys are good with support. Oh, and there's a counter hit. Didn't get much damage from it, but it is enough to start potentially a comeback.
We just don't know it. Yeah, I know. We're working on that, mate. We're working on that. I promise. We're working on that.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
is he actually... He's going to be like... Wait, no. No! He messed it up! And Flet, no punish! Spaghetti games!
I don't want spaghetti again!
The patience. Oh, the whip! What
You
was that?
overcooked the noodles a bit. The sauce is probably just from a jar. No garlic bread for me to dip.
Oh, reversal corner throw. That also loads up the crushing blow throw from Hitman. Yo, Hitman might actually be on the verge from tying this up.
What is this carnage that we are seeing? Oh, he teleports to try and trip guard.
Oh, and the
The
micro
micro
duck. Yo, Flet's woken up. He's like, no, no more, no more.
Get out! Out of here. Oh, no! You know what I was just talking about? Probably being a little bit too in there.
No, at this point, I don't care. Hitman is doing the right thing. Because all of these crazy decisions are paying off. He is almost tying it up.
Counter poke now. Flet. Getting a bit overwhelmed. Oh, whiffs it into the down two. I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, he
Okay,
has to
no,
take it.
yeah.
He has to.
I say, I was actually quite surprised to not see Flet go straight into the fatal blow, but decided... I actually wonder if at the start of the combo, he didn't want to use it, but then realized he wouldn't be able to kill without it, and then changed his mind. Obviously means that Flet's going into round 3 without the ability to cancel the fatal blow, but definitely worth it if it's kept him in the game. This is match point for Flet again, but Hitman, 1 round away from tying it up.
But there's a lot of pressure on this round, and I am nervous that Hitman might be a little bit too eager. Gets caught trying to teleport. And now this is a bad situation. Flet can really put his foot on the gas. Oh, they trade it, but that's a bad trade for Hitman. He's so weak. 50% health down already. Okay, so that full screen game. But he has so much work to do, and he can't do it at punishable shadow kick range. Oh, they're whiffing all over the place. No meter. The breakaway's forced, though. Flet, there was no reason to break away that.
Yo, Flet is getting opened up by every button, but there's no bar from Hitman to turn it into big damage, so Flet definitely get away with it. We are dead even here. Oh, teleport! Oh my god, teleport into interactable grab. That is so disrespectful.
I did not even see the interactable was there. There's the down 1 versus the teleport. Grab. We're actually getting into scary territory now because Hitman is using a ton of resources. No, he tries to punish and he gets hit by the exact string he was trying to punish. That's a bad look. However, we have to be careful. 1 projectile will do it. Flet! If he jumped into a projectile, then it would have been...
Oh!
Teleport to you! Oh, Flet. That was Flet at the end saying, sit down, mate. For the love of God, sit down.
Oh, but that was 2 teleports that Hitman tried to do when he got hit out of the startup. You hate to see it. But Flet definitely doesn't, as he's going to be winning this pool. No, actually, no, that wasn't winners finals. We're now going into
finals. Yeah. We're about to go.
That was 4 winners finals, right? We're now going into winners finals, right? In that case, we have. Okay, we have.
That was good. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that.
Yes, indeed. So we have. Let's go for. I'll tell you what. Let's go for Sikandar versus Azerbaijan. I want to go with whoever's been waiting the longest. We'll go Sikandar and Azerbaijan. Right.
Sikandar versus Azerbaijan is going to be ridiculous. I'm very excited for it. I mean, I think it's a very CIS thing to pop off and finish him, though, isn't it? I remember the days of Cheap Eddie.
Dude,
Cheap Eddie.
You remember Cheap Eddie's Pro League finish him moments? Oh my god.
Cheap Eddie's finish him stance change dances all the time. He would just stance change all the time and then fatality. That was like the Cheap Eddie special. In real life, Cheap Eddie would just pop off on you. And I encouraged every second of it. I'll never forget the moment he got revenge for you at EVO that year. And he popped off really hard and then immediately felt bad.
If you are playing... Right, I'll have a look right now, Derpy. If you are... Okay, Derpy, your game will be on stream. Your game will be on stream. Your winners finals match, it will be streamed.
Okay,
I'm
is
looking at the queue
Azerbaijan
now.
in the lobby? Is Azerbaijan in the lobby? Not yet. Oh, he is here. Okay. So Sikandar versus Azerbaijan is ready to go. Where are we in the tournament? We are about to enter a small selection of winners finals. We are not going to get through all of them because top 16 and top 8 is the priority. But we are about to do some of the winners finals. Whoever wins these makes it into winner side top 16 and will then be one game away from top 8. Our first winners final match on stream is going to be Sikandar up against Azerbaijan. So it should be a no holds barred up against well, whatever variation
I mean,
of
saying that, it completely depends on what Azerbaijan likes, because Azerbaijan does have a Scorpion ready. The question is, what matchups does he prefer that? Because we saw Sonya is one of them, but we're not going to be expecting that from Sikandar.
Let's go. I'm excited, man. We get to see some more Sikandar. Sikandar had the losers run from hell to get into top 8 last week. I believe he fell to Josh TQ in the losers bracket, so no shame there. Josh made it into as one of the 3
invite out, Ryan. Did you accept?
I did. I'm connecting match. Josh TQ was the 2nd place for week number 1, so he was one of the 3 qualified players. So no shame in losing that matchup. And Sikandar is back, and you just know that he's very motivated and he's hungry to try and get that top 8.
Sikandar plays very well in online tournaments. I know, obviously, those of you that support Sikandar in chat, those of you that watch him all the time, obviously used to seeing him play a lot of Combat League, and he plays all sorts of characters, right? And he's playing to entertain, so maybe Combat League isn't quite the best gameplay you'll ever see, from players that play it every day. But in online tournaments, Sikandar really does know how to bring his A game. And my goodness, does he put on an absolute masterclass with Sub-Zero at times. It really is a good thing to watch. And here we are. All the games from now on, by the way, guys, everything you'll see on is winners finals of the pool. So winning here gets you top 16 winners side, which I know is definitely a good place to sit pretty and wait.
Round 1.
Oh, shout out to that Sub-Zero skin. I like that.
It's actually clean. But I will say, no Sub-Zero skin in the game matters the second Aftermath comes out and that Deception one is released.
Give me Deception Sub-Zero. Oh, I can't believe the up 2 whiffs on block. I've never seen that interaction in my life. However, Azerbaijan has that corner mix-up game. There's the up 3 to immediately try and shut it down. And the safety of that ground pound for Sub-Zero. Avalanche, remember, Sikandar, a pretty firm believer that Avalanche is Sub-Zero's strongest variation. Or at the very least, certainly his favorite.
We are beginning to see a big rise of Avalanche, right? I felt like only a couple of players in the Sub-Zero community really played it when it first came out. They're kind of stuck with the Dead of Winter, or maybe stuck with the Thin Ice for a while. But over time, we're definitely slowly seeing more people give it a go, and especially in like these online tournament setting.
Sikandar not shy of jumping himself into the corner if it means he can enforce the mix. Some wonderful blocks coming out there from Azerbaijan. This is scary, and I respect the slide, honestly. With the amount of slides hit before, I really think that would have yielded quite a big reward. It's just hard reads, right? But there's a lot of patience from Azerbaijan. He's been very low
Gamer, your game versus Asso is going to be on stream.
Mix in the corner again. Tries to stick out back 1, but he's going to get clipped all the same. Goes in for a jump. A late anti-air from Azerbaijan. Still going to get it. And there's that 1-2. The clip. Dash into forward 2. Right as the jump comes out. You hate to see it, but at least he's not going to get punished. Commits. And he's going to get the crushing blow locked and loaded. Here comes the Arctic Trap. The first time we really see it come out. From full screen, you certainly won't. That was clean. Clean anti-air. Sikandar likely didn't want to overcommit to a special. Could have amplified that into crushing blow, but you know Sikandar, he'll save that crushing blow now for a massive, massive payout.
But you're noticing a lot of respect being shown from both ends, right? We're seeing Azerbaijan do a lot of overheads by themselves without being punished because the threat of the ring blast is too great. We're seeing Sikandar, he's doing the creeping ice on block from a lot of strings that you could actually jump out of, but Azerbaijan is just choosing to just sit there and block, just wait for it, wait it out. Oh, on the walk up overhead! Wow. Fatal blow, there it is.
Risky business there from Sikandar, but the thing is, he's been saving the amplified low slide. He still has the crushing blow on the slide, and I feel like he values the slide more than he values the fatal blow. That's why he didn't commit to the slide instead.
Fight.
That final round, hit by a down 3 right as he tries to enforce those forward 4+ frames. Sikandar holding that jump, and he's going to get clipped by the standing 1 string all the same. Chunk of damage is already going to be gone. Overcommits, whiff punish, the 2-2. And he goes for the launch. Arctic Trap, and he jails! I love that setup. I love that setup.
Well, that's really the benefit of the trap, right? Like there are only a handful of characters that you can really set up the trap as, like, you know, a constant, almost like a clone style barrier. It doesn't really work for that purpose, but if you want to use it for like a combo ender at times against people without a lot of resources to move around it, it can be really dangerous in certain situations.
But Sikander has just pretty much put the game winner into his eyes. Oh, jump! If he was more ready, that would have been it. And hang on, he's going to get it now. Oh, bomb. Not over, though. It's not over by any means. Dash in fatal blow.
Oh, no!
Creeping.
And there it is. That was, yeah, that was literally the last hit as well. Plowed through the last breath off the back one at Jails. That was absolute guaranteed death. The second Sikander got that back one on block, it was over. And that's by John. I actually wonder if Sikander tried to reversal punish the fatal blow with a slide, because he blocked the fatal blow and then kind of just walked back and forth. I wonder if he tried to slide but just didn't get it, but was able to salvage it.
With the reversal timing, he would have got it. It's just unfortunate. It seemed like whatever happened, there was a lot of kind of scrambleness enforced right at the last minute. So that's that kind of moment where if you lose a game when it's been handed to you on a silver plate like that, it's...
Oh no, yeah, that brutality is sick. Yeah, that brutality is sick.
It's actually one of my favorite brutals.
I'm gonna ask chat as well. I'm pretty sure this is true, but didn't Azerbaijan and Sikander, they played in the Russian, you know, the Russian community, like Johnny in the Dark had a bunch of the Russian guys over, and they did that big like Russia versus EU, you know, multi-day online thing that a lot of Europeans were in. Obviously, Biohazard was playing in it too.
I remember that.
I'm sure. Didn't Azerbaijan and Sikander play in that tournament? I'm sure they did. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, and another
slide. One more of those now, and he's going to get it locked. So it's actually a bit of a win for Sikander to have got the crushing blow locked and loaded that early. It means every single round when we're in that pivotal mix-up situation, he can dedicate to the slide and have that immediate, just unbreakable damage. Good, cleanest jump in from Azerbaijan. And now there's the knockdown. Energy ring ender. As we are starting to see a lot of Sonya players, they like ending with a regular energy ring just for knockdown frames. Creeping ice.
Oh, that's a big mistake for Azerbaijan. And I love that every time Sikander thinks you're going to break away, he goes for the trap. And if you do break away, you land right underneath it with no defensive bar. So he's guaranteed to BC with it.
Oh, he tries to jump in and gets clipped. That's a huge chunk of damage. Azerbaijan.
Oh my god! That worked!
I can't believe he did it, but it worked. It worked 100%. Oh.
I mean, it did.
Mad lad.
It absolutely did.
The absolute madman.
Round 2, fight.
I want to say shouts to the chat. We've broken 1,000 viewers for Massive Strike much faster than in week number 1. That was some sick tech, by the way. The forward 4 to just crush the creeping ice before it even comes out. The multiple jump in. One of the main reasons Azerbaijan uses no holds barred. He loves that jump in.
If you're picking no holds barred, it's because you want like that jumping kick is one of the best jumping normals in the game. Even post nerf, it's one of the stronger jump kicks. Oh, the whiff.
Yeah, the whiff jump in. That's really actually a bad for Sikander, but a perfectly timed up 3. All the same, to try and steal it. Staggers, down 3 is going to crush the grab. This is pretty scary for Sikander. However, he still has got the slide crushing blows. So if he gets one clean opening, kind of like now, 1 combo plus avalanche. Reset! Hang on a minute. Now if he mixes him and the slide works, he gets it!
Oh! Yeah, crushing blow does kill. Actually, the second I saw the trap disappear, I thought maybe he'd survive, but no. Crushing blow ready. Sikander. Again, that good use of that Arctic trap. When you find yourself with no defensive bar and you are forced to get off the ground, that is a nightmare to deal with.
You can tell, I mean, this is exactly like case in point why. You know what? That's even, I'm going to give that a strong 2. I'm giving that a strong 2. But that is why I think Sikander loves Avalanche so much. Just the absolute lockdown the Arctic Trap can put on. But it's kind of like a win condition in some ways, because you look at the fact that how early, in like 10 seconds, he already locked and loaded the Amplify slide crushing blow.
I mean, it only takes 2. It just takes 2.
Last minute. He had it all game. All game he had it.
But that's what happens though, where if you have a move like the slide, which is okay, I had a momentary pause there. I was worried I was gonna get kicked out. You have a move as fast as the slide. because the bar regens in this game, obviously by itself, if you hit that early and spend both bars immediately, it's not going to take long for it to all come back. And then it's coming back with a crushing blow loaded, where normally, again, you have to remember, Avalanche not getting a full combo off the overhead every time is one of the downsides compared to, obviously, the mix heavy Dead of Winter. The second you have crushing blow slide, you get Dead of Winter damage for one touch. So you have that threat, you have that danger.
All right, loopable forward throw. Man, we've seen almost no throws from Sikander at all, and he's now saving it for that final game. And it's the extra element of the mix. Azerbaijan is getting mixed for days. And an overhead. Oh my giddy. That's the first time he actually blocked a mix-up correctly. Sikander just enforces it, but now he's taking tons of damage in the corner. The jump.
Oh, that should have been death. That could have been death. Azerbaijan. No, Azerbaijan. He chose not to air with Fatal Blow. That would have won the round. And Sikander recognizes the mistake, immediately waking up with Fatal Blow. And Azerbaijan again walks straight into it. Sikander is doing a great job of recognizing that Azerbaijan is making a mistake and having like a moment of sloppiness, and is just doing something crusty to catch him out. And it's worked every single time.
I mean, if you're making sloppy mistakes, Sub-Zero is the #1 character that will just force that scramble upon you afterwards. It takes a lot of composure to keep that. All right, freeze. Sikander goes into that clean jump in, slide amplify, reposition. Crushing blow should be ready. I believe he hit one in the first round.
He's definitely got the slide crushing blow now, 100%.
And he can still make a comeback. Oh no, that breakaway.
This might be the beginning of the end if he's not careful with a trip guard, but no confirming to Ice Ball. Interesting.
Oh, trap. Oh, okay. He didn't have time. He didn't have time.
No, you did. I mean, at the end of the day, Trap still has that recovery, but that's dangerous now.
Overhead. Oh, no. This could be the overhead. Oh, no. He doesn't confirm. Oh, he survived. He should be dead if he committed. Oh! No slide needed. Sikander. Bloody hell. That was a lot more dominant than I thought it would be.
I mean, no pun intended, but Azerbaijan, he just froze in that entire last round. The second he got to the wall and the second he had that accidental breakaway, the second he did that breakaway from getting hit by the normal slide, like everything from that point on was just, he was sitting there blocking and was just getting completely schmixed. No anti-airs on jump-ins, no blocks, disrespecting the plus frames of being hit by creeping ice, just... He looked so uncomfortable, and that is no doubt the reason we ended up seeing such a dominant last round. It was looking so good for Azerbaijan, but he just got blended to the max.
There's no getting around the fact that Azerbaijan looked really uncomfortable. It's got to be something about just the way the matchup was played out. It's just the way Sikander can play and how it's like a never-ending blender is that will make, I think, even the best of us just freeze up. Because it's so tricky, because you get caught by one jump in, one mix. The creeping ice is just great to stay a little bit safer, and I don't know. I mean, just Sikander, ultimately what it came down to there was capitalization. Sikander capitalized on so many of these weird little micro moments, and, you know.
Just so you guys know, our next game is going to be Boki versus Deadlift. So we'll be seeing Deadlift for the first time on stream. While we get Boki and Deadlift in a lobby together, I'm going to run a quick ad. Of course, guys, we're streaming this for you guys, but ads do help the channel. So especially when right now we are sitting over 1,000 viewers. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching the show. I'm going to play a quick 60-second ad break while we get this lobby ready. The ads, they do help the channel a lot. They help us as full-time creators. So thank you very much for understanding, guys. I'm going to run a quick ad. Ba, ba, ba. Right, there we go. Let's go. You versus on Kratos next. That is the winners. That is the winner, but it's not the next game on stream. The next one on stream is Boki and Deadlift.
I am excited.
Right, challenges have gone. Content is great. Thanks for being on. Well, thanks for watching, man. I really appreciate it. Content is pointless without eyes to watch it, so I appreciate the fact that you guys enjoy what we do. I mean, Sikander, like, he has a dirty style with, with Avalanche, but at the end of the day, what works, works. If you're going to get hit by, like, 5 overhead or lows into creeping ices in a row and disrespect the follow-up and let him get another one, like, you know, it wasn't like it wasn't like Azerbaijan just sat there and got mixed for, like, the whole time. Like, yeah, there are elements of it, but you know, he was taking some hits. There were anti-airs that weren't there because he was getting overwhelmed, right? It's about the fact that it just lays all that pressure on you. But we're good to go. Deadlift and Boki, let us set this up.
I'd like to give a shout out to Diabetic Ginger once more. A $20 contribution towards the prize pot for Massive Strike now brings us to $1,150. It's been crowdfunded for Massive Strike already, and that's only good for the players, and it's great for the people that are putting the effort in and competing. And Massive Strike, it's been going well so far. Touch wood, fingers crossed. Certainly further than the tech issues we had in week number 1 during the first portion. It's nice to see that we're kind of just diving straight into week 2. Things have been going well. The games have been ridiculous. To remind everyone, Massive Strike week 2, we are now into our winners finals of the pools situations now. Deadlift versus Boki. Going to be a pretty competitive matchup, I think. Deadlift had a pretty damn good showing last week.
Well, I want to say as well, Deadlift has had quite the momentum. Doing well in Lockdown Throwdown a few weeks ago. Last week doing well in obviously Massive Strike week 1. And again, you know, finds himself winners finals against Boki, who's one of the stronger European players that we didn't get to see as often. But the big thing about Deadlift, a 14-year-old Russian player. I could not believe my ears when I heard that Deadlift is only 14 and is just this clean already. Like, the younger generation scare me. They make me feel relatively inadequate at video games, if I'm being honest.
I mean, just to put it in context, when Mustard and I and all the UK and EU lads were at EVO 2015, Deadlift was 9 years old. God, I feel old now. I feel so old.
It is what it is.
But Boki with a pretty damn solid round number 1, it has to be said.
I mean, Boki just has that scary Lotus Fist, you know what I mean? Like, he's been a Lao player for years. Even back in the MKX days where there were, like, the crazy Laos and the patient Laos, he was always teetering on the era of crazy. And I feel like there's definitely elements of that in MK11, but Boki has just, the more he plays, the more we see him, the better he gets at the game fundamentally. And then you add the crazy Lao stuff on top of that with Lotus Fist, and it is really scary.
Here comes more pressure.
Hang on. Corridor and Sakanda, I know you guys beef, but don't bring it to the chat. Do it over whispers.
We don't do that here.
Save it for the tournament, but not in chat, please.
Fight.
Oh dear. 1 round apiece in this first game. Oh, trying to go in for the air blast just in case he anti-airs. And this is actually something Boki does a lot more now that he certainly wasn't doing around, you know, Vianality or whatever it might be last year. Boki is a lot better now at confirming orbiting hat connecting. He didn't confirm it back in the day, but he does it a lot more now, and that's an answer. Oh, the 2-1-2-1-2! He still gets the combo. That's ridiculous. Okay. Terrible situation now for Deadlift, and the second that jump 3 is blocked, he's in last breath territory, and he has to go all-out offense, but he doesn't quite get the...
Yo, you see that down 1 hit? Do you see how far back it put Jackie there? If that doesn't say it all for how far back Jackie goes when she whips a grab, I don't think anything will. That was weird.
Very bizarre. But game 1, though, for Boki. And I do think that as we go strong 2... I didn't get the chance to give a strong 2. That's unfortunate.
Strong 2s will be reserved.
Oh, no. Deadlift gave a strong 2, though. Just a quick shout out. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. But that is one of the elements that there are specific killers that haven't entered Massive Strike yet that are in week number 2. And I am very curious to see how they go against players that have done, you know, well in week number 1. Now we have these extra players coming in. Is it going to shift things up? Is Boki like one big, massive old spanner in the works for our week 1 players that didn't make it through? I wonder.
Well, Boki, obviously you said he wasn't in week 1, coming here now and coming out swinging.
Round 1.
I mean, I feel like whenever you see Boki in a European bracket, you have to expect he's going to get far. Because he's done it time and time again. But he's also really quiet, right? He doesn't really do much content. We don't really hear much from him. He kind of keeps to himself. But when he's at events, you know, he's very larger than life, very social. And then he sits down to play, and it's just this craziest Kung Lao you've ever seen.
Yep. The way Boki is not reflected in his Kung Lao gameplay. Boki is just this really chill, easygoing dude. However, Deadlift definitely has the aggression on deck for the round 1, and that's the upgraded that we're so familiar with. But you get that jump 3 air to air, that forward 1, such an easy capitalization. Great throw escape. Nice call out on the reverse grab. A lot of patience there after the orbiting hat. Down 1. Hang on. Keeps that straight facing B&B.
Actually, I like that choice to the delay wake up down 1 though, because Boki went for that empty jump, and Deadlift calling out the grab. On there's both bars spent, but the patience from Boki, and again, boiled down to the unsafe ground pound. Deadlift, he spent the bar, he was going to call it out, he's going, you know what, I'm just going to bet it all right now. The round. Done and dusted.
Oh, wow, he's staggering so much now that it's completely messing up Deadlift. When you stagger forward 1, I mean, that is one of the best factors of Lotus Fist, is that it does massively kind of expand the amount of buttons Kung Lao can use to the point where his stagger game becomes a lot more effective, because you're worried about, you know, the orbiting hat on the end of pretty much anything. Ooh. But that's the answer.
Oh no! Tried to go for a full conversion of a strange-looking neutral jump. Also as well, Mr. Dave, thank you for the resub, bro. I see you. Thanks very much, man.
Gets clipped. Deadlift, he's going to get that corner launch. Here we go. This is where things get messy. Here comes Deadlift. Grease kick, amplify. Oh, crushing blow. Yes, please. A lot of confidence that he's going to win this round. Boki, hang on. Wait.
Oh, on the hat.
Finally, there it is.
Oh, the hat flies off separately to the head, and that's it. 1 game apiece. Okay, so we actually see our first non-3-0. Is this our first? No, it's not. Serious Hitman and Flet was close. Never mind. Ignore me. I was about to say something straight up wrong.
You don't research your own tournament. What is this? Oh, no! I tried to give a strong 2, and I gave a 1 by accident.
That's what you get for sassing me.
Man, Deadlift probably thinks I'm well BM after that.
I tried to write Boki, but accidentally wrote Boik instead.
Nice.
Kung Lao. Jackie Briggs.
Hard to call this one, though. Yes, I'm interested. Interested to see. It's going to be the young blood versus the new blood. No, young blood versus the old blood. I meant young blood and new blood is pretty much the same thing.
Ryan, stop talking.
I mean,
I can see your cam off. I can see you're trying to think of something to say.
No, I'm
does
being
not
quiet.
compute. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I will.
What do you mean Ryan ain't paying attention? I can't order my seasoned curlies from him. What about a junior Western bacon cheese?
A junior Western bacon cheese. I'm trying to watch my figure. A junior Western bacon cheese.
You know how you got the 6-piece nuggets? Just can you give me just 4 nuggets?
Right, these are references that are not only inappropriately timed, but lost on many, I feel. Which is disappointing. Everyone should know, but they won't.
I need to cancel the last 2 things on the order.
Oh!
That low. That low has been a straight up unblockable.
I'm gonna need you to cancel the last 2 mix-ups that Deadlift has done. Alright, let's go. Boki wins.
Dude. Give me 4 chicken nuggets.
Oh, Boki keeps trying for these like big, just straight up empty jumps in the neutral, but it's like it's commanding a lot of respect that I don't think Deadlift has shown that he needs to actually give yet. You know, Deadlift is on point with these reactions to these empty jumps. Are you actually gonna commit? Are you gonna press something? And he's just constantly getting these down 1s.
That instant jump too. It's been shutting it down a couple of times. Nice defense there from Deadlift. Not getting opened up too much. A good defense on the forward 4. Seems very much like he's prepared to take the forward 4 on block and then try and tech throws reactionary. You know, either way, which is a really dangerous. It's hard to do, but it works against Lau if he does go for that really kind of hard grab versus forward 4 mix-up. That corner pressure and the unblockable low. Again, may as well.
Deadlift opting to go for directed jumps in the corners, not put himself there. And paying off. Okay, Boki finally gets a grab. Escape failed too. Deadlift has really been on point with these throw techs, but like typically always looking to tech in the quote-unquote right direction, which Boki is starting to throw the wrong way to get that escape failed, which is now there. Oh, hang on. Combo time.
I love...
Oh, drop!
That's a tricky B&B, and unfortunately doesn't quite get it. On top of spending a bar. All right, he's safe. Oh, but he's clipped by the middle the same. Deadlift. Aggression all the way through. Down one, gets hit by the down one, but he's going to block the orbiting hat anyway. This is a tricky position now. That's going to put him onto Fatal Blow.
And he's got Fatal Blow and a bar, but what's the read? The full width! He's dead! Okay, no, he did that as late as possible. I actually wasn't sure if that was going to work.
No, I wasn't going to say it. I was going to say it.
Combo.
2-1, by the way.
It is indeed. I'm updating as we speak.
Close. It's close as hell.
Bulky.
Bulky. It was always really, really nice. It was really nice seeing Boki kind of just be as celebrated as the hometown hero at Viennality last year. Viennality was a great tournament.
Dude, he always is the hometown hero at Viennality. I remember, though, but Boki just has this absolute, like, ultimate chill demeanor about him. But he doesn't speak, like, amazing English, but he speaks enough to, like, you know, understand certain things you're saying. But he knows what he wants to say. And there was an amazing moment at Evo where he sat down to play someone. And then we, you know, it was Ryan and I, we were hovering around the pools, looking what was there. And obviously, Boki's one of the European boys. So we're walking around the pools, we're seeing who was playing. We saw he was playing, but we couldn't watch the game because we had to do something else. And then we came back to that area of the room as he was finishing the game. So he got up, he shook his opponent's hand. And we saw who was against. And we're like, oh, Boki, how'd the game go? What was the score? Did you win? He just went, yeah. And then he turned around, tapped us on the shoulder, and he just went, free! Ha 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 ha! And we're just like,
wait! Boki has got this thing where if he sees you and hasn't seen you in a while, he kind of looks at you and goes, wait!
It was great, dude. I love Boki. I miss
Boki's
Boki.
great.
We would have seen Boki at Viennality this year, you know.
Yeah, we would have seen him and everyone else.
Oh, clean on yeah. Bar spent.
Where's Boki from? I believe he's Austrian, right?
Hey, I believe he is always got an Austrian flag when he's at Viennality. So I believe so, yes. This is the TLDR, yes. I think he is. Boki, match point, though. Commanding lead over Deadlift right now.
Jump into raw grab. Just the hard stuff. You're going to sit and respect every single mid? Well, here come the grabs. And now Deadlift in a weird position. From this range, Kung Lao, you know, he has a lot of different options, but wonderful shape. Sees the leap, instant jump back. Stay safe, dive kick to punish. Great stuff. And it's a little bit of damage here and there. The early jump 3, so Deadlift does know it's kind of his green light to press buttons. Clips mid. Pressure. Restand. Gets clipped. Because he goes in for the plus string, actually. There's no combo there.
Aoshi, if you meant to say that and it wasn't a typo, I'm going to time you out. I thought it was just a typo, but if you meant to say it, yeah, time out.
I didn't even see it. No, we were timing out because of beef in chat where it doesn't belong, basically. If you have a problem with that, then, I mean, just go somewhere else, man. Like, it's not here for drama and beef. But
hey,
what we are here for is brutality. It's all about it. Boki's going to move on 3-1.
I do want to say, you know, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate you guys supporting and entering. I hope that you guys are having a good time. But if you have beefs and you bring them to chat, like, that is your prerogative. But just keep it out of chat. You know, time and place. If you guys want to talk about it on DMs and hash it out, whatever you want to do, that's fine. But we have a tournament to run. We have the game to talk about. And we'd rather not chat be filled up with beef. It's not taking sides, it's just stopping the conversation. That's all it is. If you guys want to talk about it, you're welcome to, just not here. Not while we're running a tournament. And Boki, 3-1. It's going to be moving on. In his
Top 16, boys.
Winner of his pool.
Top 16. Winner's side, 1 game away from that top 8. Some of our winners finals matches. Are some of the matches already going on? I assume we're not streaming all the winners finals.
We'll get as much as we can, but we can. I mean, we're actually only 2.5 hours into this, so pools ending at about this time is actually not bad at all, really.
We have Kratos versus Orp is a matchup.
The next one is it's gonna be Kratos and Orp, and Asadamatsu and Crazy Gamer. So we will get Orp and Kratos first, and then we'll do Asadamatsu Crazy Gamer, and then we'll do Okay, no, well, I'll leave that until I'll leave that until like just to chat to the admins about it. So we
I
can
mean,
see what gives
I'm gonna be honest. I personally don't want to stream all the winners finals matches because I don't want players who are in winners finals to wait 2 hours to play.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. We know the next couple of games, but the next ones after that, we'll have to wait and see how much of them we can get. All right, and this is gonna be Arn, Kratos, and Orp. So let's go.
Hell yeah. Orp, of course, one of the hungriest UK competitors that we've had for a while from the Injustice 2 days, really going full throttle into Mortal Kombat 11. The biggest thing that Orp's been progressing with, I think, is dealing with his tournament nerves. Like, that's the big one, is that he used to be so nervous in tournament. And he's getting better and better.
God, I love how everyone's just in the room already. It's so easy to send the invites out. Remember, guys, we're playing for top 3 today. Top 3 of today's tournaments will qualify for our big finals. An 8-man double elim bracket. It is all to play for. We have
I don't know how to
games.
call this one.
I mean, the big thing is, if Orp plays Sonya, he's in trouble, because that is not a good matchup for Sonya.
No, it's a matchup that Shang Tsung players enjoy very much. Ask Foxy any day.
Alright, so Kratos player 1.
Just to remind everyone, this is a winners finals match. Whoever wins this moves into top 16 winners side. You don't like it? Oh, come on, man. You used to tell me all the time that you didn't really mind the matchup at all. That was a long time ago, unless things have changed. Don't put me on the spot. Twitch law, like, mate, if you don't learn your lesson, I'm just going to ban you, bro. Like, if you don't stop complaining in chat and just causing beef with people, you're out. We've given you a fair warning, and we've asked you very politely to cut it out.
Hey, but no, gotta say, this is going both ways. Everyone else that's replying, just keep that shit out of chat. If you guys got a problem, talk about it between yourselves, whatever. This chat is not the time nor the place, so enough, please. As we have Kratos and Orp ready to go.
I'll time out Foxy, I don't care. I've known Foxy since 2011, and I'll still put him on the naughty step. This matchup almost immediately. It's a game of like how much life are you willing to trade, right? Because the corpse drop does a ton of damage, and it's something. Well, apart from that, without that happening,
Big Ryan, chill. Damn, is this the Twitch Ryan? Is this Big Ryan going mad with power?
what the hell is Big Ryan?
Oh.
Hello, flawless block. That's sick. That was clutch.
Ooh.
Last frames. Yeah, and he has to enforce it. Or definitely not out of
All
the
these
woods.
flawless blocks.
The staggers. Oh my god, he texts it. Oh no!
Oh, and all it boiled down to was all of that respect shown, and Orp tried to anti-air a late Shang Tsung jump kick. The cardinal sin.
Orp didn't. He forgot the #1 rule. Don't try and anti-air on Kratos. Look, my man jump threes. He has the most surgical jump threes of anyone I've seen, man. Like, try and anti-air him, even in the clutchest situation. Like, you will learn your lesson. He'll punish you. He'll whip it into you.
Oh, and there it is, the 114. No breakaway this time.
There will be no breakaway this time. I am the winner, and you are my prize.
Do you guys remember those really janky PS1 Twisted Metal endings? Like the live-action ones that never made it into game?
This is a niche of a niche, and I guarantee
Oh.
most people do not know what you're talking about.
God damn it.
I mean,
Missing
they were
out.
good, though.
Oh,
I
he has
do
failed,
remember.
but we can bring this back on the wake-up down 1! Oh, he had the moment to enforce the 50-50 if he wanted to, but Kratos squeezes out a wake-up down 1 and guarantees the game. That is unfortunate.
Oh, it has begun.
You
I am
vaguely-
so excited.
Yeah, Tuscan
for
Khan
everything else.
recalls it. There's always one that gets it. We can
No,
make the most stupid-ass, niche-ass references to whatever, and there's always one person that makes it worth it.
Man, I just saw someone, speaking of someone referencing Keith David, and I'm really embarrassed to say that my all-time favorite movie is The Thing, right? I love The Thing. It is my favorite film. It is my favorite horror film.
John Carpenter's.
Yeah, John Carpenter's The
Yeah.
Thing. Now, what I didn't realize until yesterday, I don't even know why it took me so long, the actor that plays Childs, it's Keith David.
Wait, what? No,
I'm not-
it is!
I'm not used to seeing Keith David with facial hair, so I never recognized him. For years and years, I have seen it. I have seen The Thing more than any film I've ever watched, and I only just realized yesterday that Keith David is in it.
That was his first role? Oh my god.
I
That's
didn't
actually
recognize
sick.
him. I don't know why I didn't recognize him. I think it's because, maybe it's because he was younger, but his voice sounded like a little bit higher back then. Maybe it was, I don't know, it could have been a whole bunch because it was an old film and stuff, but I'm really embarrassed to say I didn't even realize that Keith David was Childs until yesterday. And I've seen that film like 50 times.
Now this has been a better round for Orc, but back to the wall now. He worked all that effort just to give Kratos as little space as possible, just for it to swap around that quick.
Plus frames, and it's going to set up for a lovely jump in. Now here comes Orc's opportunity to come back. Another flawless block. Kratos' flawless blocks have just been absolutely fantastic.
I feel like there are just certain players from different regions that definitely flawless block more than others, and I feel like they just have like a sixth sense of when to do it. And Kratos is absolutely, like, in my opinion, the best flawless blocker from CIS. I just feel like he just has the not only the execution on them, but the decisions and when to do it, you know?
Back to that full screen game, and from this range, as long as Kratos has the life lead, he can afford to take these trades. Simple fact is, Corpse Drop does more damage than the energy ring. Oh, hello. I really do like Orp's use of that short hop overhead. All right. Scary position, but with a fatal blow, the comeback's definitely possible. But what's also important is keeping this corner positioning. Ah, that's going to be all she wrote for that second game. 2-0 for Arn Kratos. If he wins this, winner's side, top 16, one game away from the top 8. But he still has to reach that point.
I mean, you're definitely seeing how it's... I mean, it's an annoying matchup no matter how you spin it, but you can definitely see how Shang has the edge. He has the higher damage on his projectiles. He trades favorably most of the time. Sonya obviously stays put while she fires, so you're going to be trading. And the less health she has too, right? Like that 5% in a constant zoning war will add up over time. You can definitely see why it's not something that a lot of Sonya players like playing. Now, Orp, we know, is a player of many characters. Has never really shied away from swapping before, but yet seems to be content to stick on Sonya. I'm actually quite surprised we haven't seen some kind of change. But then again, we know he plays Eren too, and Eren is another character that doesn't do amazingly well versus Shang. Dirtbag, I don't think does very well versus Shang. I mean, I don't really play much Dirtbag. I don't like Shang as the other variations, but, you know, I'm sure Dirtbag is different, so I can't really speak for that specifically, but I don't know. I wonder if Orp just doesn't have a great answer for the matchup here.
Fight.
I'm certain it's a matchup that he's familiar with too. It's just that tricky nature at the end of the day. Like, even if you know a matchup, if there are certain options that just make things really irritating for you, it doesn't make it any less irritating just because you know about it. Yeah, some of the first things I heard of Keith David was Julius in Saints Row.
That's the first place I can remember hearing him, was Saints Row.
I just didn't really consume a lot of his most famous media, I suppose, back in the day. Like,
Well, I
I
didn't
always
really
knew
watch
about Orp. I didn't
Spawn.
really watch-
Gargoyles
Yeah.
wasn't on in the UK very much. Like, I just couldn't really watch what he was in growing up, you know?
Certainly doesn't mean that it takes away from it in any way, though, because he has, like, one of the smoothest voices in the world. It's so good.
Okay, Orp. Now, the big change here is that's exactly how the second game went, only this time Orp didn't lose the corner. He spent really, like, a lot of time getting a big life lead and putting Kratos in the corner, but the second he got let out of it, the match completely changed. The whole dynamic of how it was working. And this time, less so. Kratos gets a half life lead already. Breakaways back, but Orp drops the combo and disrespects the down one advantage. And Kratos does not only just under 20%, but takes all that defensive bar too, and there's a punish. Doesn't get anything more, but Orp starved for a lot of resources, and there's another flawless block.
It was a bit of an awkward combo for Orp because no up two. Okay, he tried to go for the kind of like micro dash because he was just shy of the corner, and I really think that just messed up his timing. Match point though.
And you notice
on
Kratos there again. Not only did he swap his position, but he just backed off just as far as possible. Bring this game mid-screen. Get out of that corner. Don't give Ringmaster the opportunity to blend that damage up.
It's Okay, back to the trades, and again, it's just look at the difference in damage. Like on Kratos, with the exception of that energy ring, like now we're in a different ballpark entirely. He's not able to play as comfortably the full screen game. One of his bars is going to get spent on that corpse drop. And hang on a sec. Oh, has been able to kind of fight back the control, but just like that, the ground eruption's going to steal it away, clipped by the forward 2, but could have been a lot more punishing. Kratos just sticking out the forward 2 by itself.
I mean, Orp has that fatal blow, so Kratos has to be careful, but at the same time, he can win the trade. Oh, the block in time! That one projectile might have won this for Orp. Oh! Last minute. Orp, one fireball too many. One fireball too many. And the trade is not in his favor. And his own character's laughing at him. Listen to that.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he went and did it.
I said listen to that and then immediately stopped laughing. God damn it, Sonya. Why you gotta do
Strong
that to me?
2
Why you
from
gotta do
me.
that? Gosh darned it. I can't believe it. Damn it.
So that means that we're going to get on Kratos on the top 16 winners side.
It does indeed. And our next match is going to be Asadamata versus Crazy Gamer. And then we're going to have Derpy versus Flair. And that will be our top 16 winners side decided. We unfortunately have had to take a couple of the games out of the queue just to make sure we don't get too hung up on the pool matches. But we're making good time today. We're less than 3 hours already. There's so many of you guys tuning in and hanging out. I want to use this opportunity while we set up our next game, which is Asadamata versus Crazy Gamer. So most likely going to be some Devora versus Cetrion action coming right up. I want to use this time to say thanks for tuning in, guys. Of course, Massive Strike is the brainchild of Ketchup and myself. It's going to be a 4-week-long tournament series for EU and CIS where you play in weekly tournaments and the top places will qualify for the 4th and final weekly final. And you'll be playing for a prize pot which is currently minimum $2,000 split amongst top 8. There's £1,000 provided by Ryan and myself to kick things off. And you guys, our community at home, have raised an additional 1,000 and climbing and rising, as I can show you right now. It's being done through Matcherino. If you pop the crowdfund command in Twitch chat, it will take you to a link to our Matcherino page where you too can support the prize pot if you want. If you want to help make this the biggest spectacle that we can for the international community, this is a good way of doing it. And things are going really well so far. We are just getting to the arse end of our pool play for the day. And we have plenty of more games left to go as we get closer and closer to our winners top 16.
Worth mentioning, I just saw a comment in chat that says, I've never seen such zoning in MKX. Why is this game zoning only? It's not zoning only. It was a matchup between 2 characters that were very projectile heavy. Shang Tsung in Warlock Variation is a zoner. Ringmaster Sonya is definitely at heart a zoner as well, although she's got mix-ups. You just watch 2 characters that are built around projectiles. The reason you don't see it in MKX is because MKX basically had no zoning, unless you had projectiles that were completely covered in armor. Only a few characters off the top of my head actually zoned you out. Summoner Quan, I think, certainly did. Hishkatan Predator did. Kenshi in Possessed would zone. But even they would only zone you out for X amount of time because one big thing. Characters that ran at the speed of light thanks to the run button, and mids that just advanced a crazy amount. MKX really had no zoning.
Crazy Gamer,
so
please join the Massive Strike room. Please join the Massive Strike room. I'm not seeing you in here.
But it's certainly, it's just different games with different styles. I love both games for different reasons. Like MKX is that high octane. Yeah, Sector could certainly zone. Absolutely. Summoner Quan, for me, I think was my favorite zoner in the game because he had so many options to do it, especially later with Summoner being changed the way it was by the end of the day. But I mean, MKX, it wasn't a zoner's game because everyone had like these crazy run-ins, built-in mix-ups, like strings and moves that were designed to be mix-ups. So opening people up was extremely low maintenance because you could just, mix, run. Some people liked that. Some people didn't like it. But I personally, on like a casual level, MKX was a lot of fun because the combos were super fun to do. It was very fast-paced. It was very kind of like, gets your blood pumping. But as a competitor, that game was a headache, dude. I love MKX, but good God, that game was stressful.
Crazy Gamer, are you here? Are you here at all? Are you in chat? Are you here? I'm not seeing you in the lobby. We have to get this up and running or we will go to the next game. And I know Asadamata has been waiting for a long time.
Yep.
These are the last 2 games we have left to go before we can move into top 16. Crazy Gamer, are you here?
I don't know if it's worth reaching out. Is he in chat? He just spoke.
There we go. Crazy Gamer FGC. I see him. Right. Invites have gone out.
Yeah,
But
the biggest misconception was Full Auto was not a zoner. It was all about buttons. Jackie had loads of like +2 kind of hidden everywhere.
Full
and the
Auto was a
projectiles
zoner
just
the
gave
way
her
that
a-
Cetrion is really. Like, she had the mix options, but I mean, everyone in that game did, right? Like, you'd be hard-pressed to find a character that didn't have those kind of like blending options. And again, I want to say, I say that as a big fan of MKX. I had a lot of fun and enjoy MKX a lot, but they're very different games. Very
MKX. I mean, isn't MKX Triborg Cyrax your favorite fighting game character you've ever played?
It is the most fun I've ever had with a fighting game character was MKX Triborg Cyrax. Like, genuinely really fun. But that game was hard to play.
Troll Out was that
name
that's the
takes
name.
me back, dude.
I played one game against him in person and realized, oh, okay, yeah, never mind, this is a waste of time. Because he was very much like, it was, you know...
It was an act, right? It was a run act.
It was an act, yeah, it was an act. I respect it. Genuinely, I respect it. But at least he went to tournaments. The biggest thing was he went to 2 tournaments. He went to 2 tournaments. And he just wanted to do it in person. And he did it. Like, my man played the act until the end. And you got to give it credit.
You know, I also respect good buzzed players. But we're not going to be seeing that, as Crazy Gamer has gone for Arachnophobia.
Well, I was about to say, whoa, hang on a minute. What is this disrespect?
No, because Crazy Gamer, I'm much more used to seeing him as mainly a Buzz player, but I wonder if this isn't a matchup that he likes playing as Buzz.
Round 1. Fight.
There's always the potential. Because, I mean, Arachnophobia, the inclusion of the teleport alone does give you somewhat of that, a factor, something someone has to think.
I mean, it's a teleport, right? You get a teleport, you get bigger damage, you get the throw, gets stronger. And it's more about, like, Buzzed is good about, like once you've gotten in and you've laid on the pressure, that's where Buzz can shine. But Cetrion is really good at squirming out of the situations, that good backdash, hard to chase her down. Backdash is a good answer against a lot of the mid-screen bug stuff. You don't have a lot of damage. I can definitely see why Arachnophobia would be something you might prefer.
Sikanda, we are doing, after this, Derpy versus Flet, and
So
then we are going to top 16. So
Yeah,
two more.
Two
including this
matches, including this one, yeah. So you're looking at about 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops.
one. Guess depends how close the best of 5s are, I suppose.
Yeah, of course, depends how close they are. We've actually had a lot of blowouts today, so we have been going through them quite quickly.
Although, we've been talking about the teleport in droves, we haven't seen it once yet.
I mean,
Crazy
it's very
game.
unsafe is the problem, and this is a character that has a launching punish crushing blow, so you have to be careful. But there's the confirmed.
Here we go. Party time. Right, after this
Restand?
B&B. Let's have a
Oh,
look.
no, okay. Oh, I like that choice, and another confirm. Of course, Arachnophobia, even though the restand is universal, Arachnophobia does get bigger bang off of it, thanks to the crushing blow forward throw that the bugs allow. Oh, but that's a reversal punish. The wall, Asadamata has the knowledge.
Patience, though. We have to be patient. We have built 1 bar at least. And that 1 bar is going to get dangerous. If Crazy Gamer takes 1 more projectile, it's going to put him into Fatal Blow territory. And then 1 teleport will be an unbreakable Fatal Blow into round win. So he's going to have to play this one very carefully. It's potentially 1 play away here from winning. If he takes a little bit more block damage, which isn't quite going to do it. You know, at this point, he just wants his Fatal Blow, man. Because that breakaway is going to get used. 1 more blocked hit. But the problem is he can't get opened up because Asadamasa has a Fatal Blow himself. And there it is. Fatal Blow.
Oh,
no!
confirmed.
Oh, he looked for it all the time. Oh, that sucks. He was playing it inch by inch to get that Fatal Blow. And the second he gets it, he gets hit.
Isn't Buzz just a worse Ace of Knaves? In pretty much every way but the fact that, like, the amplified ground bug is arguably better than any of the kind of, like, setup tools and set play tools that Ace of Knaves has, but the box is good enough and everything else about Joker is better. So Buzzed still has the best single like set play move in the game, really, in like amped bugs, or like one of the best at the very least. It's one of the best, but everything else about Buzzed, everything else about a Devourer as a character isn't as good. So it's kind of up and down. It depends on what you want from it. Denim, what is this thing you're spamming? I don't get it.
It's a Terminator quote from the first film. It's that
Oh.
Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead.
Says the man who dies at the end of the movie.
Yeah, man, what a hypocrite. He didn't even get to survive long enough to see if he did his job.
Damn, that's
Which
tragic.
I actually thought. No, I actually thought that was really dope about the first Terminator. That, like, the Kyle Reese moment was just instant, and it's like, oh damn, okay.
Oh, what a good film.
Man, hell yeah. Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. Well, Terminator 2, in my opinion, greatest sequel ever made.
I can see it.
I didn't like the Terminator Genesis Kyle Reese because it kind of just looked like the Kyle Reese in the first Terminator. Like it looks like he just got ripped out of this horrific, apocalyptic, like dirty, grimy, fight for survival every single moment you're alive reality. But like Terminator Genesis was too clean. Like it sounds dumb. He was like too physically built as well. Like it sounds really silly, but I didn't buy for a second that Kyle Reese in that film came from any kind of difficult reality. He looked like he hit the gym every day. You know what I mean?
Behind the Warrior, thank you very much for the 11-month resub, bro. You're one off a year. Thank you very much. But as we've been saying, this Crazy Gamer has had quite the round, but Asa and Matza beginning to steal it back at the last minute. Oh, Crazy Gamer, he went for a 4-2, but was a bit late. Oh, no. He had so much work that had been done, but Asa and Matza was just not going to let it happen.
Round 2, fight.
You know, I don't want to go too off on a tangent, because I know obviously you've got to commentate, but like what I didn't like about Genesis was, do you remember when it took a whole movie to kill a Terminator?
Yeah, man, I miss those times.
And then Genesis is just like, T-1000's hit, and it's gone. You know that thing that like took a whole movie to deal with 20 years ago, and it was the scariest thing ever? Yeah, now they killed it instantly.
Dude, Robert Patrick, like, oh, in that film was like so like intimidating. One of the most intimidating presences I've ever seen from any like villain ever.
Oh, that was a really awesome attempt at a side switch. I didn't know she could side switch off that. Didn't quite get the full combo, but it was really interesting. Did you miss your spot, Winner at War? If you haven't played a match yet and you haven't checked in or anything, you have absolutely missed your opportunity, I'm afraid. If you've turned up late and you've been DQ'd, I'm sorry about it, but there is always next week. You have one more chance to play in for our finals, so it's not all gone. And I believe that will be all gone, as Asadamata, I'm sure, is going to be able to get the kill on this. Yeah, super dead. Kamehameha, Solar Beam, whatever the hell. Sunny day. It's clearly sunny day, because it's Coates Coliseum. 2 games.
Crazy Gamer. I mean, I wonder if we're going to end up seeing a variation change just in case. But yeah, ultimately, I think this variation is like, you can see why it gets picked. It's all about just getting that, just any answer really for the amount of projectiles that get flung out there. Because I mean, it's not only just Cetrion, it's Asadamata. So that's an entirely different story of how much projectiles you know you're going to get flung your way.
Okay, potentially the last game here in winners for Crazy Gamer, unless he can make something happen.
Cetrion.
I think he's thinking about what to pick.
Oh, he's got to do it now. I mean, it's a tough situation to be in, because I'm pretty sure Crazy Gamer is like a Devora exclusive, you know. So I actually was just about to say, I do wonder if there even is the chance for a change, but it looks like he's going to give it a go. As Crazy Gamer goes to this Liu Kang. Jiggy, thank you for the 10 months, my dude. Welcome back. Thank you.
Yo, DDG in the chat. Check out the results.
I actually wasn't. It was, the first set we played was like super one-sided, and I labbed a few things, and then it was, I mean, not even. I'd say like every 2 games he'd win, I'd get one, so it ended up being a bit closer.
It's a very bizarre culture that you're pretty much not allowed to practice online, because everyone's. I guess it's the bane of the online, like the online culture, I suppose, that every match counts for some people, even if it's like it just doesn't mean anything. It's not important. You're just chilling out and learning. There's always that one person that goes, "It was 51 actually when I last checked." It's like, bro, come on.
No, it's hard to say whether this is going better, because I feel like there were rounds like this for Crazy Gamer before, but ultimately when it came down to just, I feel like Cetron, she forces you to play the long game, especially when Asadamata is like playing it this way. Like he forces you to play it slow, and some people, they do get impatient. They can't do it for the whole time. And that's where it begins to kind of crumble at the end, is you begin to make a few more mistakes as you get impatient.
But if there's a matchup that Crazy Gamer, I can only imagine, might not be a huge fan of, and now he's going to Liu Kang, which is absolutely not the main. He almost gives off impressions of being like a desperation pick, which is unlikely to work. Match point now for Asadamata.
Another 3-0 for him. This is definitely a good way of going through to win his top 16.
Oh, okay. All right, flawless block. I see you. I see you. Back into that full screen game. It's looking a little bit better for Crazy Gamer, but to be honest, it's just the amount of damage he takes on the way in. It's like it's never even really. Asso is doing so much damage that, you know, by the time he gets close range, he just has to constantly play from behind and make those mini comebacks all the time. Gets the clean out of the air. Does get clipped, but Crazy Gamer doesn't believe in it. That could have been a fatal blow into the round win right there. And he overcommits, but it works. Okie dokie. Okay.
Well, that's an important round to take, because not only have you just stumped the momentum, obviously losing the fatal blow sucks, but you're still Liu Kang. You don't necessarily need it.
Final round. Fight.
All right, final round. Oh! Oh, he tries to punish. Mispresses a button, I think.
Has the Kanda
played on
played?
stream?
Yes, he has. He won his pool and is currently waiting to play in winners top 16. One game away from top 8 winners.
Uh-oh. Gets knocked down again. Here come the boulder. Crazy Gamer's in a pretty bad position here, to be honest. So much work to do. And, I mean, the big factor is no fatal blow. You know what I mean? No fatal blow, no comeback. Just a hope at this point.
I mean, but this is the Asadamasa style, right? Like, it is aggressive use of just dry keep wave. But it works, right? Backdash specials, because if it's gonna cause you problems, of course he's gonna do it. It's the way he plays, and it works.
Overcommit to the forward 4 and does not scout the wake-up roll. That's all it takes. Asadamasa moving on now, winner's side top 16. We have one more match of winners finals of the pools, and that one is going to be Flet versus Derpy is our next match. And then that's going to be the final pool match. There's
Yeah,
gonna be
we are almost done with
that.
pools. We are very close, in fact. Our last game, yes, our last game in winners finals for pools is going to be Derpy against Flet. So that's going to be exciting. We haven't seen Derpy on stream yet. I know he got really far last week, but that's just the way it goes. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get any streamed games of him. I'm just going to play another ad, by the way, guys, while we get this lobby set up between Flet, Derpy, and us. The second you can leave the game run, we'll set it up. But I'm just going to play another ad, guys. Remember, ads do help. They help the stream. They help us do what we do. Thanks very much for understanding. Bob, 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 bob. Right, have you left the King of the Hill? Okay, okay. For some reason, my game was telling me you were still in it. Flets. Where is Derpy? Derpy, are you here? Ah, there you are. You are here.
Not everyone gets ads. Not everyone gets them. It depends on territory, whether you got ad block or stuff, I suppose. Because not everyone actually gets ads, but, you know, every little helps, I suppose. A lot of the time it comes down to, I got ad blocks with a smiley face. I mean, there's not really worth bragging about that, bro. Not everyone's not obliged to, but, you know. That is, you become the bottom of the list of my favorites. I will no longer be a fan.
There we go. As I think, oh, hang on, I hadn't got AFK. Whoops. Right, we're good to go. I will say though, guys, bragging about having ad block when you're watching something for free that is costing people money to do, when they're putting it on out of their own time for your enjoyment, and the one thing you can do for free to support is just sit in your chair and watch an ad, which is effectively the equivalent of watching an ad in the loading screen, is a weird look.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Well, I tell you what, mate. It wasn't a very funny joke. You're on the end.
It wasn't very funny!
You're on the end, right? Like, you're in the palm. You're just about to get... Can you hear the one-handed clap?
I can't. It's a weak clap.
Damn it. All right, I'm really sorry, guys. I really need the bathroom, so I'm not going to be able to commentate this set.
All right.
Sorry.
Alright.
It's my own tournament. If I need a shit, I need a shit. Sorry, nothing to do about it. Take care. Good luck.
Alright, I guess you guys are left with me. Guys, commentate this game with me. Commentate this match with me. You guys could be my co-commentator.
It's showtime. Oh look, a Shaolin spin doctor.
Come to fight the ugly.
Damn, they're even watching the intros. I respect that.
Ugly or sexiest?
Round 1. Fight.
Face ache, thank you for the 3 months, bro. Welcome back. Thanks, man. Derpy throws him 100 times. Yeah, I mean, Derpy is the... I feel like Foxy gets a lot of the kind of slack from the online world due to his relentless amount of throws. And Derpy has just been coasting along the whole time. Throwing arguably more, if anything. Hang on, though. Flair with that showstopper. Not content to let him anywhere near. There's almost been a whole match of just showstopper fireballs. Yes, Sejan. Alive and kicking. Now, normally not a bad trade. That guided hat, normally serving no more purpose other than just being a mid projectile, but... Oh my god, hang on. He's putting it back with just... Whoa, just Z-hat. What? Okay, I did not see this matchup going this way. Oh, caught the breakaway. That's going to kill, even though it will scale a bit. But not a terrible price for Derpy to pay, considering he was losing by like half life.
Round 2. Fight.
And again, I'm actually really surprised this is how this matchup is going. I can't say I've actually seen too much hat tricks versus showstopper like in recent times, but this is a lot drier than I was expecting. Interesting. Because typically you wouldn't imagine you could ever set up a Z-hat in the neutral at all against Johnny Fireballs because they're just so much faster. But when you can, the chip is gargantuan. And there's an escape failed. This is where it gets strange. Now we're on strike or throw for death. Oh, but the backdash. I don't know what Derpy was looking for there. He was like walking back at jump distance and still got tagged. Not really sure what Derpy was looking for there.
I only need
Final round. Fight.
Now here's where it gets a little bit more dangerous. And there's the expensive use of the amplified interactable for the armor, but... Oh, and there it is. That's going to be crushing blow. Okay. And immediately Derpy has evened things out. With a grab and a crushing blow, but the air-to-air, but nothing from Flet. Oh, and there's the catch again. Flet getting tagged. And look, the health is just completely evened out again. But one hit. Yeah, she might be dead. Unbreakable. Can he do it? Oh, no. Went for a restand. Didn't have the extra bar for the fireballs. Oh, and the anti-air on the jump out of the corner.
Johnny Cage wins.
That's going to be game one for Flet. The dynamic of that match really changed a lot from the start. I felt like it was almost exclusively just being played from a distance. But it looked like it was actually Derpy making that happen. Because obviously like, Johnny Cage has the force balls that they'll slow the startup of like Z-Hat. Because obviously they just straight up is faster. But Derpy was content to almost accept that. And was trading the guided hat a lot of the time. Definitely not what I was expecting to see. I mean, Law Corridor, you say, why are you always being hated? But the second Asadamato won his game, the first thing you said in chat was, to him directly, you're not good, you play Cetrion. Like, what do you expect people to say to you when that's how you treat them in chat? Oh, wait. Oh, piss! It's... Oh, no! Wait, he didn't AFK! He didn't AFK! I can't believe it! I can't believe it! He didn't AFK! Ryan didn't AFK before he left! That is tilting. We did, we told him. Ryan has infiltrated the tournament. I can't believe it. He has snuck his way into the match.
Round 1, fight.
I can't believe it. Oh, but that means... Oh, that means that if the next game's going to be interrupted as well. I can't believe it. But if we interrupted the set. Hang on, we'll remake it. We'll remake it. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, Flet's not here. How am I going to communicate? We have to remake the room. Just kill him. Just uppercut him. Don't give him the time. Just kill him. Just be done with it. Oh, I'm sorry about this, guys. I can't believe it. All right, Derpy's left. Derpy's left. Good. All right, we'll remake the lobby. We'll just remake it. Curses. Our professional broadcast has been ruined by a co-conspirator, PND Ketchup. His master plan all along was to ruin the set. I am sorry about this, guys. All jokes aside. Silly mistake to make. But it is what it is. We just wait for Flet. The second Flet backs out, I'll invite him. And I'll invite just him. Yeah, we're going to hit him with that Vince McMahon. You're fired! I will never have him come back again. This will not be forgotten swiftly. I know. We will never forget. Chat, give me a 1 in chat if you will never forget. I'm going to type a 1. I will never forget. Right, we'll get Flet. Okay, there he is. Right. Making it again. Without the saboteur. Just Badger. Thank you for the Twitch Primer, dude. Thanks, mate. Maybe that's why Ryan did it. Yeah, he didn't AFK. He wanted to show the world his really sick red Sub-Zero. Absolutely. Right. Okay, so this is Derpy player 1, Flet player 2. I've got to swap the names! God damn it. I can't believe it. Swap the damn names. I need to get that bracket software that lets you do this automatically. I'm a scrub.
Kung Lao. Johnny Cage.
Oh, are we talking about that Birmingham time? Yeah, I remember that. I remember when we were to wait like half an hour. A similar time to how long we've waited this time, in fact. Right. Okay.
Round 1, fight.
Yes, we're back to it. We are here. And we are doing the exact same thing again. Oh, Derpy is walking into literally a billion projectiles right now. There's that sweep distance guided hat again. Because guided hat does a deceiving amount of damage as a projectile. It always has, and there's the tag. 1 forward 4, that's a quarter life. Ooh, full pickup and a late decision. I actually wonder if that was trying to break away punish the ender that Flet actually didn't do. And a jump pack dive kick. Derpy playing very ropey right now. Another round going to Flet.
Round 2, fight.
Ooh, I actually wanted that looked like it was an OS dive kick. As a hit again. Flet, now this is a miserable situation to be in. Back to the wall, no defensive bar against Kung Lao. Oh, and there's the auto shimmy. Confirm. Oh, a dropped combo. Oh, but not too disastrous. Still got a chunk of damage. Still got the other hit.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
We had to remake the lobby because you didn't AFK.
Yeah, I realized while I was in the bathroom that I probably forgot. I asked myself, hang on a minute, did I AFK? And I don't
The
remember.
answer to that question is no, you did not.
Yeah, really sorry, guys.
It does mean you're not going to be able to watch this set because we're
No,
making
it's fine. I'm watching it on Twitch. It's fine.
Oh, and there's the front grab as well. Debbie trying to keep it hard to break.
Yeah, Sin Jester, you're 100% right. That is exactly what happened. Sorry.
Fight.
I am sorry.
You'll get timed out. I mean, guys, it's just simple. Just don't beef in chat. Just don't talk to each other. If you don't like each other, don't talk to each other. Or if you're gonna do it over whispers. Just don't do it in chat, innit?
As expected.
Now, this has actually been a much better game. I think it's like all jokes aside, Derpy is definitely a much more of a kind of like a reserved Lao player, right? Yes, he has those explosive moments that Lao by design can do, but fundamentally, he will much prefer to slow things down if he can. Because look at that, look at the chip damage you get from Z-Hat. If you don't have the defensive bar to absorb it, or if he can throw it at a range that he doesn't have to worry about jump, it's dangerous, and it will add up very quickly. Like right here, Z-Hat is a dangerous threat! And the read! Instead of back-to-back Z-Hat, Flet jumped on prediction for Z-Hat, and an upwards guided hat took him out.
Kung Lao wins.
Jax Jazz, thank you for the Twitch Prime, my dude. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Takunin. Thank you. Derpy taking a game. Not bad at all.
I've always been a huge fan of watching Derpy. Derpy's actually always been a player that's been quite vocal about, because he was new to competitive fighting games with Mortal Kombat X, and the main player that he kind of studied really was Foxy. So that kind of extremely sort of disciplined and reserved style that Foxy has is pretty much the exact thing that inspired Derpy to really shape his own game on that kind of slow play, I suppose. And it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, you look at the way he plays this variation of Lao, and you can see Foxy in it, 100%. But Derpy's been really good at just defining his own kind of path.
But that's the thing. Derpy was originally known as like Foxy 2, right, to a degree in terms of like character choice, the way he played them. But especially in MK11, Derpy has absolutely been able to craft his own take, his own kind of style, right? It's very different, but still effective. Derpy does, you know, he does well. He got really far at Celtic Throwdown this year. He's done very well in the UK regional tournaments.
I believe Celtic Throwdown he defeated Gur, which was a huge result.
No,
for
he
him.
did. The only reason his match for top 8 was against Video Games Yo. He would have got top 8, but he got 9th because VGY beat him. He was this close to a top 8 in pro competition. Very close. The Matter, thank you for the gifted sub to Nausea. Welcome, Nausea. How's it going, my dude?
Ooh, dash in, grab, the hard call out though. When you make a hard call out like that, you think there's more discipline in the opponent than there actually is. But now, that traditional mix, forward 4, knockdown. Oh, I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a knockdown too. Whip punish.
Oh, the dive kick. That's what he's looking for.
Round 2. Fight.
Again, that setup, Flet delaying that wake up. I like the way Derpy is alternating Guided Hat with Z-Hat. Because Z-Hat by itself is clearly such a problem because that chip. But with Z-Hat followed by upwards Guided Hat, we saw it win the last game. But even in neutral, it does a chunk if it hits. And then when the upwards Z-Hat hits in the air, it pretty much guarantees a Z-Hat on the floor. It really is dangerous. Unts, thank you for the 14-month Twitch Prime as well. Thank you very much. Welcome back.
I don't think Foxy would whiff a throw half. I mean, have you seen Foxy play? when people are that disciplined, that's exactly what Foxy does. Sometimes it whiffs.
Ooh, OS spin. That was really smart.
That's a really sick
Is
play.
he dead? Oh my god, he is. Derpy gets enough damage. That was clean. I'm actually not used at all to really seeing Lao players OS dive kicks. Or OS jump kicks, I should say, into spins. Don't know why I said dive kick, but yeah. OSing jump kicks with moves that launch is very dangerous and obviously costs a bar for Lao, but when you've got it, my goodness. You take one of the hardest to anti-air jump kicks in the game and you throw a launching combo that you can option select. Oh, it's dangerous.
Johnny Cage. Kung Lao.
Currently 2-1 to Derpy.
Coliseum
If he wins this,
East
remember,
10.
this is the final match for winners finals of the pools.
All right, this could be this could be the last game, but the first game that you didn't see, it was very dry. It was almost exclusively projectiles, and I wonder if Derpy like wanted to play it that style, but as the set has progressed, has just decided that that's just not the way. Oh, but there's the hit.
Mercer, I assume there's a bit of a language barrier, but that word is not a particularly nice word. Please don't use it again. Fleck going to be massively, massively comfortable just sitting full screen as long as he's got the life lead here. Oh, nice. Catches the startup frames.
Now this is that range. This is that range that Fleck can really try and just keep hold of. That just over jump distance, far enough away to avoid the jump kick. Dive kick will be punishable.
Round 2. Fight.
Concede.
Oh, man, that B&B was tasty.
Okay, another back throw. This was looking good for Derpy, but when you're back to the wall against Johnny Cage, you've always got to be careful. Bro, chat has been spicy today.
I know, it's weird. I've only been able to pay half attention to it. So it's like chat, they're just kind of doing their own thing.
Oh, there's the tag. And the side switch. Derpy ending things optimally. Now match point. Derpy trying to win this pool.
Fight.
Oh, he gets the pickup. Thanks to the amplify. Man, the chip on Z-Hat really is so good.
Right, I hate interrupting the game, but apparently we have quite a backlog of there are a lot of players that have pinged asking for an admin. Admins are asking them what is up, and admins are being ignored. And now matches are beginning to get really far behind because admins are trying to reach out to games from players that have requested an admin help, but admins are not being responded to. So if you've requested an admin and you currently have a set ongoing, you are beginning to hold the tournament up. So if you've requested an admin and admins are trying to talk to you and you are not replying to them, if you do not reply to them, we are going to have no choice but to start issuing DQs. We are in losers territory and that will mean elimination from the tournament. So, oh my god. And right as I'm trying to calmly explain it, Derpy does a raw fatal blow. My goodness.
Oh my word. Well, at least I can watch.
Was that an attempt on a fatality that didn't quite go so well? So though, Derpy bringing it back 3 games to 1. Clean stuff. Winners top 16 secured. And return to us. Hi guys, how are we doing? Right, so right now we should be ready to go into winners side top 16 games. However, it is looking like our losers games are getting quite back